Roast my bills, man.
We about to get into it. What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Open Field. Whoa, have there been a bunch of moves made over the last 24 hours? And we're not just talking James Harden. We're talking in the NFL. There's been a lot of moves made. Apologize for the late start. I have some sound difficulties. But fellas, I want to say welcome on to the show. Shout out to Grant, Random, Riddell, Dev, Early, Lonnie, and HD Shoto for pulling up to the show today. First things first, fellas, shout out to our GOAT members, Cobra, Son of Raditz, Comatose in the Clutch, and Avion Plumber. Happy Halloween. Please be safe tonight if you're going out trick-or-treating, though some of y'all might be too old to be trick-or-treating. Yeah, make sure you take your kids trick-or-treating or whatever. But with that being said, obviously the title is Joe Burrow is back in elite form, but there's one conversation that needs to be had first and foremost. Chase Young to the 49ers. Now, I want to hear y'all thoughts first on this move because y'all probably not going to like my thoughts on this move, but does this move the needle for the 49ers? Does this put them back into that top contender ranking that some of y'all have them at? Go ahead, Random, start us off.
No, their biggest need on that defense is at corner. I understand maybe getting more. I understand maybe they did try at certain points. Obviously, maybe those reports will come up. They did try to get some more corner help, but I guess they're doubling down. Okay, if our corners are just maybe mid at best, we need to up our pass rush, which helps them look better. But me, I'd be trying to get another corner in there. That's what I would have done. So the only crazy part is I'm asking Nick Bosa to just be Nick Bosa. That's all I'm asking. I don't understand what Chase Young coming in is going to really do. How much playing time is he for real going to see in terms of everybody else is up there? That's why I'm just in there. I would have went and got a corner. That's what they truly need. That's what they truly need. It was secondary help.
Well, they really got him for nothing because they're getting like third-round compensatory picks for D'Amico Ryans going to Texan and like what they lost. They lost like an offensive tackle too to free agency. So they already were getting 3 free third-round picks. So they really just got Chase Young for nothing. He has 5 sacks so far this year. Nick Bosa only has like 3. Not that Nick Bosa's not Nick Bosa, but
yeah,
like,
I think he has 3.5. 3.5, I think. Nick Bosa.
So it's like just added another guy to the rotation for basically free. That like, yeah, I agree. They didn't need. I thought they might try and make a play for like Patrick Tan or like another corner, maybe get a safety or a nickel corner or something like that. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad because like if you can't help your secondary, then like, I guess the best thing you can do is do something to help stop the run and help get to the quarterback. So I guess that's what they're doing. Their D-line is now like ridiculously stacked though because they also got Eric Armstead. They got
Hargrave.
So it's like they got pieces. So
I mean, their D-line looks good. The problem is with what we've been seeing about, especially over the last 3 weeks, about how they haven't been able to get a consistent pass rush at all, which shows their corners being liabilities. That's my problem. I would have called.
Looking at the shit.
I wasn't devouring that shit though. Excuse my
This man cooking early.
Y'all gotta chill. Sorry.
For me,
he was killing that donut though. That's why I'm laughing.
I was ignoring it, man. I was trying to be professional. I was even looking at the left side of the screen. That thing down.
That was funny.
For me, when it comes to the 49ers, I mean, I see what people are saying about the DB stuff. I still don't think Ward is mid. I think he's a good corner, actually. Obviously, he's, at the end of the day, sometimes you just get cooked. It just happened. It happened to Jalen Ramsey.
You're going to get cooked sometimes. You're going to get cooked.
It happened to Jalen Ramsey when he went up against the Bengals. He was getting cooked the entire time in the Super Bowl by Jamar Chase, by T. Higgins, but we knew who Jalen Ramsey was. I think Charvarius Ward is a good corner. I don't really know much about the other corner, but I think he's good. And we know that the best way to kind of make a offense less of themselves is to get to that quarterback. At the end of the day, it's to get to that quarterback. And I'm sure the 49ers are looking at one team in particular, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles, having one of the best offensive lines in football. They said the only way we're beating the Eagles is if we get in Jalen Hurts' face. I'm guaranteeing that's what they're thinking because there's really nothing else you can do. Whatever corner you're gonna get, AJ Brown's still probably gonna cook him. Like,
Yo,
let's be honest.
do you know what Chase Young stats against Mayata was against the Eagles?
See, my thing is Chase Young.
No,
I don't think
no reason I brought that up because I agree with you. Like, this is who you gotta get past. Like, that's the old line you gotta dominate.
They're hoping that Chase Young, because Nick Bosa is going to be there putting pressure. Hargrave is going to be there putting pressure. Armstead. They're hoping Chase Young just, hey, man, you're the probably third or fourth best D lineman here. Just make it difficult. And that's probably their hope. That's what they're banking on, getting pressure on the quarterback so these DBs don't have to really burn with some of these receivers like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I'm not mad at the move. I like the move. I think ensuring your pass rush is probably the first thing I would do as a defense almost every single time, in my opinion. The Eagles got an elite defensive pass rush, so I'm okay with the move. I think it's a good move for the 49ers.
Early, what are your thoughts as the resident 49ers fan?
Listen, man, y'all can thank me.
Y'all can thank me.
I'm gonna be real with you. This real conversation.
Because DMV, here we go.
Sat down with Chase literally a week ago, right? We in Rose Bar. Shout out to Rose Bar. All my DC people who follow the chat, they know what Rose Bar is. Shout out to my man Cliff, who know Chase and all that shit. We introduced all that shit. I've seen him personally before. Having a conversation with him, like, hey man, you know, they talking about trade this and the third. Where you want to go? And he was like, man, wherever I go, man, I'm a ball out, man. And I was like, what if you went to the 49ers, though? Next thing you know, he's in the 49ers. I'm just saying.
Tampering.
You saying you tampered?
NFL might want to investigate this man.
Literally said, I said, man, you went to the 49ers.
So what does this do for the? What does this move do for the 49ers, Early?
Exact words. That would be tough. I said, okay. Didn't think. Next thing you know, week later, 49ers. Hey man, thank me.
Answer Robbie Perdiccas' question, please.
Yeah. So what does this do? What does this do for them? What does this do for the team?
I'm gonna be real with you, man. It don't make it definitely don't make random's outfits any better. But what it will do is it will intensify.
We can just do this if you want, Early. We're not going to talk about how you glizzy goblin that donut to start the show. How you're giving Dwight Howard a run for his money, but all right, bro.
Hey, listen.
I'm out.
Get my whole wait. Do I take or do I got to spend?
Bro, he's so dirty. He ain't so dirty. I had to go switch
take.
outfits. Look at him.
Okay, on a hat that makes sense. Anyway, so what I'm saying to you is that
don't wear a dirty jacket on stream. What are we talking about?
Hey, that polo look clean.
Early. Can you?
What the fuck is he talking about? Dirty jacket.
Language.
That polo look clean. Not gonna lie. Look clean. Not gonna lie.
Random's homeless. Anyway.
I'm about to start whipping up magic up in here. Okay.
All right, cool.
I'm about to start whipping up magic.
You get it, booty.
Here's the thing. You got Randy Gregory. You got Chase Young.
Oh yeah,
you hear him saying we though? You hear him saying we got?
No, I said
we. You didn't say we.
No, you said we.
I might say we. Anyway, with this pass rush,
you really a 49ers fan? Just admit it.
No longer is there a double team. Not only that, you got Armstead. You can cipher it, and then you got Hargrove. You can cipher it out. So now, not only we have a good pass rush, I said we. But now we have a rotational pass rush. So now, if a guy gets tired, plug a guy in. Now the corners, I would definitely have loved a new corner.
Yeah.
But if you can prevent the time the corners have to cover, this could be a problem. Chase Young and Nick Bosa are off the edge. I don't know yet. I'm not going to assume that my takes. I don't want to get buried. But this might be one of the greatest dual pass.
Hey, hold on. What we been talking about? Because I don't want to hear this hating ass nigga right here.
So we're talking about the move for Chase Young. Does this move the needle for the?
That's all we talked about.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. You know why you gotta be a hater. I need you to talk to me. I need you to talk to me about that boy that play over there in Carolina right now. I need you to come and talk to me because he put a drive together for you bums. He put one together for you bums.
He did put one together though. He looked good.
He did do
his thing. He put one together for you bums.
He did look good, brother.
I need you to look me in my eyes. You've been looking down. Get off or get a phone call real quick. Somebody call this nigga and tell him to look at me.
Well, Bama, here's the thing, Bama. I couldn't look you in the eye anyway because you're 4'2". But I will say this.
Wow.
I will say
this is all jokes today.
Hell of a drive by Bryce Young. But
hell of a
that's
drive.
one game won in 8 weeks, my dog. I'm still looking to see Stroud as being the better prospect. Okay?
Now he is the better
bring
prospect.
on 4 or 5 of them hoes, I might start talking good about him. But until then, it's fuck Bryce Young until he's off my team.
Is Will Levis better than Bryce
literally
Young?
just got there.
Is early. Is Will
That's
Levis
what I said, but you don't want to listen.
Will Levis,
That's
his
crazy.
name is Infant Elway. Thank you.
So he is
Oh
better
my
than Bryce
Nah,
Young.
he might be Baby
Wow.
Elway. He might be Baby Elway though.
J-Rob, there
He
you
got
go.
the cannon.
There you go.
Nah, I'm
Stop
a chill. I'm a
doing
chill
that,
though. I'm a
J-Rob.
chill. I'm not
Stop
gonna do
doing
it though.
that.
I ain't gonna do it though. I ain't gonna do it
Yeah,
because it
let's
was one
not
game.
put that on that board.
It was
just
one
yet.
game. I ain't gonna put Elway on this kid, but that arm talent though, I gotta admit, I mean, he was
Dirty
chucking that
Prolo.
thing 100 yards, boy. He got that talent. He do got that arm talent, but I'm not gonna call him Elway yet. We're gonna see. He got a game this Thursday. But actually, I got a topic to talk about when it comes to Will Levis, but we're gonna get to that in a minute. In terms of this move with Chase Young, early, I hear what you're saying, but to me, y'all gonna say, J-Rob, you're a hater. You've already put a curse and a Patronus charm on the. You already put a Patronus charm and a curse on the 49ers, so you're a hater. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. This move does not move me. It doesn't move me. And I'm going to tell you why it doesn't move me, because it's not what they needed. It's
I
not
agree.
what they needed. Does anybody see Isaiah Oliver out there? Somebody see Isaiah Oliver out there and what they doing to that boy every night, every Sunday. Every Sunday, they killing Isaiah Oliver. That's one. Two, look, I like you hit it on the nose. You hit it right on the nose, Riddell. Ward is a good corner. He's not a number one corner. And that lies is the problem. Can you trust Ward on somebody's best player in a man-to-man situation to get you a stop? I don't really know. And in a world where there's a Patrick Surtain out there, the Bills just made a move for Russell Douglas, who would have been an upgrade from both corners on your team, on that team. I look at Jalen Johnson. His name is about to be in the mix. He looked like he'll probably be an Eagle, which I think is a better move for the Eagles than Chase Young going to the 49ers.
The Eagles need anybody else. Damn, Eagles.
Hold on. Let me
Eagles
finish.
finessing people.
So I feel you.
Right now with
Yeah.
Oh my!
is here.
Oh,
Because Burrow is Mr. Incredible in these streets.
Mr.
Johnny,
LeBron
Johnny,
Glazer and all.
Johnny,
God damn.
Hit me when you get home, Johnny. Nope, we can't do the car. House rules. But hey,
Jalen, stop telling my takes and take them on.
When Chase Young, look, I love Chase Young. If Chase Young would have went to, like, I think the Seahawks should have made that move for Chase Young. I love Leonard Williams, but Chase Young is a mover for the Seattle Seahawks. So I like their secondary. I like the linebackers. You add him, it works better. I just feel like the 49ers, to me, it just felt like they took Chase Young because Chase Young's in the same division as the Eagles, and it looked like a power move to me. But ultimately, I don't think as a schematic move, I don't think anybody should be looking at this move like now the 49ers are shooing in the NFC because of it. Because ultimately, you still got Isaiah Oliver as your starting slot corner, and you still got Ward out there as your number one corner. And ultimately, listen, if I had one knock against their defense, even though I'm not about to do what some of these people is doing, about to look and say the 49ers' defense is the reason why they been winning games.
Oh,
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Doesn't have
Y'all
another elite defense.
Y'all losing games. Y'all losing games. Y'all outside of the Bengals. Y'all was losing games by one possession, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. Y'all in one possession games. Let me finish.
Who's a PC fan? I met the Safeway. He literally told me if Bryce Young was white, he'd be Brock Purdy. I thought that was funny.
That's not true though. But anyway, that's not true. That's crazy. But ultimately, I look at this move and the 49ers. It's a cool move by the 49ers, but they should have went after, I think, a DB, specifically a corner, was the move to go get. I think this is one of the moves where you give up a first-round pick to get a PS2. Shit, you gave up excuse my language. You gave up a bunch of picks to go get Trey Lance. Why can't you do it to get PS2?
Y'all don't want to understand how crazy.
It's a cool move. It's a cool move, but it doesn't move me. Because at the end of the day, when I play the Cowboys again, who's gonna guard CeeDee Lamb?
Absolutely.
If Dak can't throw it, then don't worry
I've been asking that J-Rob for what 4 weeks now.
I mean,
I've been asking that for 4 weeks.
Nah, but it's not going to be the same game.
Going to guard AJ Brown and Davante Smith.
Davante Smith. All I'm saying is the game going to be different. Like, I understand that the biggest thing that they did wrong when they played against the Cowboys in the first game was the Cowboys decided to drop 8, drop 7. I don't think they gave enough pressure in that game. But after watching these last 3 games, getting these last 3 pieces of tape, what do you think the Cowboys are going to do? They're going to pin their ears. They're going to heat up Brock Purdy all night.
Man, that don't matter, J-Rod. The matchup is the matchup, and the matchup
I hear you.
is proven
I hear
that
you.
the Cowboys
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. Listen, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But I do think the 49ers are kind of showing their flaws. The 49ers have also shown you they cannot win one possession games going into fourth quarters. They have not shown an aptitude.
Only if they're losing.
Only if they're losing. But bro, that's what I'm saying. That's when it matters most, doesn't it? You're not going to
I agree.
game. You're not going to be too. But do you looking at this team? Let's be real. You're not going to be in every game. You're going to be up 17 points, 14 points. Like it's not going to be that simple going into these more drastic games late in the season. And I'm just saying,
that is true.
All I'm saying is I'm not saying the Cowboys are going to beat the 49ers. Do not put words in my mouth. All I'm saying is I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
Came in here like Smeagol. Okay, Harry Potter.
Anyway,
you hating over here,
listen,
man.
I'm not hating, bro. I'm just saying there's a real issue that they have in 49ers that they have in a secondary.
I've been dealing with it all.
And I'm not. Nah, you said that. You do that to yourself. And I just think when they go to have to play some of these other teams, what they're going to do is they're going to heat up Brock Purdy. They're going to heat up Brock Purdy. They're going to heat up Brock Purdy, and we're going to find out what type of guy he is. And what I'm saying is from an defense to offensive standpoint, I don't want to hear nothing about the defense when Chase Young is not getting home and Isaiah Oliver gave up $152 touchdowns to Julio Jones or CeeDee Lamb, whoever they got in the slot trying to get, you know what I'm saying? So that's my only thing. That's the only thing that worries me.
How did they get Chase Young so cheap? I don't get how they got it for so cheap.
All I'm saying,
apparently the ownership wanted them out of there.
All I'm saying is
when they get Trent Williams,
I don't think that was the thing.
I would say when Trent and Debo come back,
that doesn't help their defense, Riddell.
Trent Williams and Debo
the corners.
a lot of the
I got you, but that doesn't help the problem.
But if you watch that Bengals game,
contenders. Which I'm not considering.
They are contenders. They're
still contenders.
He get that new breath, that new life. That been a whole.
But look, the bye came at the perfect time.
I agree with you saying he might have a new motivation. I think
it works both ways.
There's no offense to Chase Young. I really respect Chase Young's game. I'm a big Ohio State fan. I know how I rock, but I don't know how not being the number 2 pick in the draft wasn't motivation enough. I don't know how going to the 49ers is putting more of a battery in his back, but if that's how you feel, okay.
I think it's like a both win-win situation. I think I agree that I think the Niners should have gone into the trade deadline and found a defensive back or someone that they needed. But overall, I think this is a move because it adds on with Nick Bosa for a better line. My thing with the Niners right now is I feel like I have to wait and see how this plays out because the problem is I feel like earlier in the season we were pushing these guys as the NFC title contenders along with the Eagles, and then they've lost 3 straight. And so I think I just have to wait and see because I think it's a solid move, and so I like the move a little. While I also agree with you, J-Rob, that it's not what I think that the Niners needed at this point, I think we just have to wait and see how it plays out. Because I think if we push it too early and we think it's bad, who knows? It may work out and it may make up for that missing piece in the backfield. But, it could depend. I just think right now the Niners got a solid piece because I think Chase Young is a very great player. And I think looking at what he's done so far in the league, adding him to that 49ers defense is a very, very solid move. But I want to see how it plays out when he's on the field and he's playing because I feel like if it starts to click and if they keep that defense can play very well, I don't know. I feel like I could. I'm not gonna say it yet because I think I can't push it yet after what I've seen.
Gonna not work though. Like
it's a positive. It's a positive. They just have bigger flaws to fill. I think Random's right. Like obviously the biggest weakness is their corners. So
the biggest weakness is their number 2 corner.
That's basically. But Chase will help.
No. Riddell, we know right now Isaiah Oliver is not a good corner. J-Rob can tell you he's not
Right.
good enough. Okay, and this bye came at the perfect time for the 49ers. They have a chance to really look down. And no, hold on. They have a chance to really look at their flaws and try to see what they could do. The fact that Chase Young was the answer is a problem for me. Like, you are okay right now. You have this perfect situation at quarterback, the best contract in the NFL because he's making nothing at all. Literally the last pick in the draft. So you want to maximize it right now. Maximize it. And you see the Eagles got better. And your answer to that was Chase Young. That's my biggest problem. At least try to. You tell me there was no other corner.
You're making like it's like the worst.
It's not the worst, but this is the problem. When you're asking, they are in a contender status with the Eagles and the Cowboys right now. And we've seen that if the Cowboys pass rush, mind you, this is the same most of the time with most teams. We've seen the 49ers pass rush, when they don't get any sort of pressure, Travaris Ward is the better corner of the two. And Kirk Cousins was having his way with him all night.
That's what I'm saying.
All night when they play.
Joe Burrow fixed a lot of those.
It doesn't matter. Okay. The best I get a better pass rush. It's not.
Yo, Johnny, I can't bring you up while you in the car, bro. I don't know if you can hear me in the background, but until you get out of the car, bro, you can't be on the show while you're driving.
The pass rush is not going to fix it if Isaiah Oliver can't cover anybody, or if you're asking Travaris Ward to cover the better corners in the league. He's not good enough to cover them.
My thing is, if you can't throw, if you have no time to throw the ball, then coverage is not as important.
Bro, but how good is their D line? How good is their D line? How good is their D line already?
So far,
it ain't been enough.
Every quarterback has had adequate enough.
I mean, their line right now, if you had Chase Young, it's Nick Bosa, Chase Young, Javon Hargrave, Arik Armstead.
How impactful has Nick Bosa been? How impactful has Nick Bosa been since signing his contract?
That's true.
He signed it in offseason.
And Javon Kinlaw.
What is wrong with me saying that? What is wrong with me saying that? I'm not saying Nick Bosa is whack, but I'm just going by what he's done this season. Has Nick Bosa been that impactful?
No, that's the point.
He's not getting double teamed every play, bro. He's not. He's not. When did he sign his contract?
Oh my God!
When did he sign his contract?
I understand.
So he has three sacks.
What I'm saying to y'all. What I'm saying to y'all is I hear what y'all saying. I hear what y'all saying about him adding to this pass rush. But they are abysmal at the cornerback position. I don't think adding Chase Young is going to be enough to overcome Isaiah Oliver and Ward as your best two corners. That's what I think me and Random are trying to tell y'all. It's not that it's not a good move, but there's still some things that are left to be desired. Now, if they go get a corner here as well, then I love it. You upgrade that corner, then it's a win-win. But ultimately, it's not a crazy. It's not
that Nick Bosa second in pressures. Just let you know.
It doesn't
They're
matter.
not working out early. He
That's why they.
Pressures all he
if
wants.
he's second in pressures and they were doing great things, actually, you know what?
Top 10 in pressures.
Hey, listen, we're gonna. Hey, I think who said we don't want to panic right now? We want to wait and see. We'll wait.
Grant
and see.
said that. Yeah,
we'll wait and see. We'll listen to Grant. We'll wait and see. Because I'm just gonna tell you, I think they should have got a. I think they should have got a corner. I think they should have.
They should have gotten a corner. But
who they play next game? 49ers. Who they play? Next
the Jags. They play the Jags off the.
That's
bye.
a perfect test.
Hopefully they don't lose.
If all of a sudden Christian Kirk and the other corner, the former Panthers receiver, they're running wild in the secondary. What are we gonna do?
Next game?
If they get to Trevor
we're not
Lawrence,
doing it.
We'll see. Not like Grant said. We'll see.
Fonga to corner.
No.
What'd you say?
Need to move. Y'all need to move Fonga to corner. He's a big, fast safety with elite play recognition. If y'all
Can he cover? Can he cover?
Yes.
Do not move.
You're gonna line him up on? No. You're gonna line him up on AJ Brown. You're gonna line him up on AJ Brown.
No,
you're gonna line him up on Davante Smith.
I want you to know that is actually
I'm putting him as my number one corner. But instead of having that corner who's getting eaten up by everybody, I'd rather have.
So then, who's replacing Isaiah?
I want y'all to know that
at safety.
No offense, but that is absolutely not the move to make. Not only is it not the move because Ufanga is not a corner. At the end of the day, I hear what you're saying, but Going from everybody, there's a reason why he don't play corner. As big and strong as he is, if he could play corner as big and strong as he is, he'd be playing corner because that's more valuable. You get paid more money to play corner in this league than you do to play safety. So if he was one of them guys, like you saying, and it was that simple, he'd be doing that. 2, you're not going to have a guy like Ufanga. You're not going to put him in a box. And what I mean by that is he's a player that is able to be great in space. So you're not going to limit his production trying to make him into a corner. Now, I'm not saying it's a terrible move or a bad idea because I don't want to take away from your point, Shoto, at all. What I'm saying is I just don't see him being able to thrive in that role because if you put him there, who are you going to have at safety to do what he does at safety? He's one of the 5 best safeties in the league. So you're not going to be able to replicate what he does, and his value at safety won't compare to his value at corner, even if you move him there. So you need to go get somebody who can actually just do the job instead of trying to experiment and move him there because you're not going to get somebody to come in and replace what he does at that position at all. So,
J-Rob, do you think anyone might get cut from another team that they'll pick up?
That's rare, right? That doesn't happen like that in the NFL, right?
I don't know,
but at the same time, trades in the NFL don't really happen as much as they should.
And at least during the season, they don't really have. They don't have a crazy trade deadline.
Like as much as I want to say, like free Davante Adams, I know he's not gonna get traded. Like
free Davante Adams.
So hold up, real quick, J-Rob. Could they have not called the Bears about Jalen Johnson? Could they not call the Bears about that? Because I know they're hesitant on signing him. They're hesitant on signing him to an extension.
I mean, Isaiah Oliver. What year is he in?
Isaiah Oliver.
Yeah,
it's like year 4 or 5.
Really? Let me check. I'll check real quick. Give me a second.
Gotta be because he used to go to the University of Colorado.
4 or 5 is. Yeah, I mean, if it's your year 4, I don't expect you to get that much better. Honestly,
but he's also a better outside corner. He is a nickel corner. Just to give him that credit.
He's 26. Oh boy. Yeah, this is his 6th year.
Yeah, I told you.
Was he the corner last year? I feel like I don't remember him being the number 2 last year.
I mean,
he played. No, he was on Atlanta last year. He was on Atlanta last year.
Isn't the dead? What time is the deadline end? Because I ain't
it's over. It's over. So it ended right before we started the show.
Gerard,
yeah, they should have went after a corner. I don't know who would be on the market.
Chase Young on the Niners, Trent.
I mean,
they could have got Jalen Johnson. Maybe called CPS.
I think they got to go in for like a PS2 or Jalen Johnson.
I mean, I say the San Francisco Cowboys they striked again. They basically got Chase Young for free because it literally said if he wanted to dip and go to another team, get a new deal, they literally get their 3rd round pick that they just traded for back.
Right.
So I mean, it's a luxury. Like, bro, that D line is crazy. Nick Bosa, Chase Young, Eric Armstead. I wouldn't say you personally needed him. Like, you could have tried to go force to get Jalen Johnson or something like that. But you also got to think they're not trying to get fleeced either. You're not trying to go OD for what they need.
Yeah, to be fair, we don't know if they tried.
Yeah, we don't know if they tried. So I'm saying, like, I mean, that helps a lot. This team is stacked. This team is a super team. Call it what it is. That team is a stacked team. That is
there's
no excuse.
They have a clear flaw at corner, Trent.
Hold on.
There's still no excuses. Everybody got a flaw.
Nobody's giving them an excuse, Trent. Nobody's giving them an excuse, but there's a clear flaw at corner.
They need
everybody got a flaw. Everybody got a flaw.
And they fixed it. And they fixed it.
Another corner. They are a Super Bowl or bust. We already knew that before they got Chase Young, and now you add Chase Young to the mix with this D line. Yes, that's point blank serious. That's all they need. It's Super Bowl or bust. No more excuses. This team is crazy. This D line's ridiculous.
I don't know if
nobody's saying that, but
I've been can still get scored on. I don't know if they fixed it.
I got you, but when you have such a clear flaw there that if the D line is not able to get adequate and consistent pressure,
but
you see what happens, especially against a better team.
Jalen Johnson was like a 1st round pick.
I ain't gonna lie though. I will say this though. What else do you want them to get though? Random. What else do they need? Jesus? Because at the end of the day, they got
a corner. Keep Chase Young, and I wanted a corner. J-Rob, I've been saying they needed a corner.
No, you have. No, I'm not saying you haven't.
I've been saying they needed a corner.
At the end of the day, though, every team got something going on.
Well, at one point, Jalen Johnson's name was being banded out there as somebody that could be on the block, and because the Bears did not want to pay him the money because he's up for an extension. So his name was up there. So I'm like, why not? Why not call the Broncos because they're not good enough for PS2?
Has he been that good this year?
No, yes, he has.
Yes, he has.
Oh,
He's
Jalen
better than
Johnson's been
Isaiah
really good.
Oliver. He's better than Isaiah Oliver.
Right. I'm not gonna argue.
I mean,
better.
but if I'm keeping
I'm
honest
saying, what was
with
the
y'all,
asking price for him?
Brandon,
though?
if I'm keeping honest with y'all need 2 corners because
That's what I've been saying.
I'm
That's what I've
saying
been
though,
saying.
you gotta get stuff like that in the draft because I don't want y'all, especially you're a Niners fan. You don't want your team to get fleeced either.
I got you.
The
Look,
Bears
I
are
got
probably
you.
looking for some good stuff for Jalen Johnson.
He's
I
staying in
understand.
Chicago. Yes, Philadelphia and Steelers
Nigga,
try to
that-
get him.
that-
He's staying in
that round
Chicago.
was-
No, I
They
know,
couldn't
I
get a
know,
trade
I know,
done.
but like,
The 49ers
That's
probably
crazy.
would have been in the same situation. Also, to add to what Trent said, they're going to have to pay Jalen Johnson after this year. So that's another big thing. The 49ers got to pay people. They really
Don't
do.
have it.
They can't
Yes,
just
they
be
gotta
like,
cut the
"True."
check.
but right now
Christian McCaffrey.
they still have
They
2
gotta
more
cut the
years
check
with
to
the
Brandon
best
Christian
quarterback
McCaffrey.
contract in the NFL in what Brock Purdy's making.
But they
He's
still
making
have to- they still have to
literally
pay
all
IU.
Yeah, facts. Like they have a
Look,
lot of star players.
all I'm saying is that look, you are trying to win a Super Bowl and you have a clear flaw. The Eagles had a flaw. Trent, what'd they do? They called Tennessee and they got that flaw.
He was
fixed.
available and they
Yeah.
didn't get that much for
Okay,
him.
but
If they were asking
telling
like
me-
for a second and a third for Jalen, but
No,
it's
okay,
only
but
gonna
there
be
are
a
other
1-year
corners
rental.
out
That's not a
there.
good deal for
What
them.
quarterbacks are really available that were actually available that we
Okay.
don't?
You would
No
have
matter
to
what
give
the
up.
Broncos say,
The
no
only
matter
thing
what
they
the
could have
Broncos say,
did,
PS2
the
was
only
a
thing they could have did, only thing
They
they
had
could
to
have
give
really
up.
did if they really wanted to go get an elite corner, they would have to either overcompensate for Jalen Johnson or give up first round picks for PS2.
And that's what you
And
get.
y'all chose
You're
Chase
trying to win a
Young.
Super Bowl. What are we talking
but
Y'all
hold
about?
on,
chose Chase Young,
But
so
hold on,
that's
we
what y'all got to
talking
live with.
But we talking about a top 3 corner. That's a blockbuster. You know how much you gonna have to give to get PS2?
Oh, and let's pretend, Trent, like teams haven't done that before. You're trying. You're going all the way in.
Random. I want to ask you this.
All the way in.
Random. What would you have done to try to get PS2? What would you have sent them then? Because
Multiple
getting a
first round
top
picks, send them a D lineman. We don't need.
Getting the best corner in football.
Can I
That's
be
the best
honest?
corner in
trying to get
football.
the best corner in football.
Multiple first
Can I
rounders,
be
like 2
honest?
first rounders.
Most
I'm
of
just
them
saying,
are
you're
D
gonna have
linemen
to give a
because they
player
need
up
one
too.
too.
You're gonna have to get some mad players
Can
up
I
and
be
play like
honest?
him.
I got
Go
you.
ahead.
Can I be
We got an
Go ahead,
abundance
go
at
ahead.
D line. We have an
I'ma say
abundance
this
at
much.
D line.
Go
I
ahead,
can name a
Early.
player.
What,
Go ahead, Early.
but Brandon, what if the 49ers
terrible
low
idea.
key, and I hate to be the one to say this, why I gotta be the one to say this? What if the 49ers low key don't believe in Brock Purdy and they're saving their top picks because they might get a quarterback this year?
Well, actually, can I bring something up to that
Talk to
point?
him.
So,
Maybe
Taylor
that's why they didn't sell everything.
So
in.
early,
They don't
I
believe
actually
that
got
Brock
an
Purdy
interesting
can get the proof.
story. I got an interesting story for y'all. You know, I know y'all don't read between the weeds. Y'all only go by the mainstream. But Taylor Lewan
Thank
was
you.
talking to Kay Adams on FanDuel TV. Make sure I go check out FanDuel TV. Anyway, he was talking about Brock Purdy, and apparently somebody close to Taylor Lewan. And I ain't gonna lie, I'll be believing some of these players and stuff only because, like, early, you know, when you have conversations with like pros and people who are really in the
For
mix,
real.
a lot of the stuff that come out don't really be true. It's just some of it don't actually happen. So because it don't happen, people think people making stuff up. Really, what happens is in the 11th hour, the deal just don't get done. So it just get kept, you know, under the rug. But
And
Taylor
a lot
Lewan,
of times the deal don't get done, they don't leak it because
they don't leak. Right.
If you leak a bad trade, you won't be able to trade with that team again.
Listen, right. So
And
Taylor
Jalen
Lewan,
Johnson, real quick, Jalen Johnson did request a trade from the Bears.
yeah,
That's
as he
why
should
his
have.
name
As
is
he
out
should
there.
have.
Staying in
as
Chicago.
Yeah, I
because
got
they
you.
couldn't
I
get a
got
trade
you.
done.
Taylor,
Let's
all
not
right,
sit here
but hold
and
on,
pretend like he
let
wasn't out
me
there.
finish though.
Let my
Taylor
man cook. Let Harry Potter cook.
Luan went on Kay Adams' show, and obviously, I don't think Taylor Luan will lie in the sense of he don't know people in certain buildings. You've been in the league too long, bro. You know, he's been in the league for a long time. He's made his money. He's been one of the premier left tackles in the league at one point. And so he's talking to Kay Adams, and pretty much it came out that, like, you know, Brock Purdy for the 49ers is a stopgap. Some people in the building don't look at him as the guy to be their future. Now,
And that's why they're not dropping the whole bag.
listen. Taylor Lewan, I can't say he may be 1,000% true, but I bet you he did hear from somebody that's in that building. I won't say it was from a head coach. I'm not gonna say it's from a head coach or the GM or the offensive coordinator, but he's heard it from somebody who is close enough to make him feel that way. And I think it could be one of those situations. Hey, let them 49ers go get that boy Shador, man. Shador. And then we got a conversation.
They gotta wait a year to do
Shador.
that.
They go get Shador.
These last couple games, Brock Purdy was on trial. Like, we want to see what you can do. And you've been throwing 2 picks and 1 TD in the last 3 games. So in our mind, why would we give up everything just to get there and get Jimmy Garoppolo again? Overthrow or bad throw?
The turnaround. Hold up. I will not let this stand. The turnaround by Mr. Early on how he's talking about Brock Purdy right now is crazy.
Because he's being objective though. He's being objective.
Finally,
he gotta switch.
Finally,
he gotta be for real, bro. Listen, what did me and Trent? I'm telling you, me and Trent is really crazy because we said all of these things was gonna happen till they came to life. But this is the last point on the Brock Purdy situation for them 49ers fans. He has to. It's time to find out if this kid could play above himself, and if he can't do it. I don't think there'll be a situation where the 49ers are going to give him $200 million. I'm sorry. No. I can't see that. I can't see that.
He's still 2 years away from even getting an extension anyway.
I'll give him more than Daniel Jones.
He was a rookie last year. He's still 2 years away from getting an extension.
He's got some of the best footwork I've seen from a quarterback at this age. And he's got really good pocket presence.
Pocket presence and Brock Purdy do not go hand in hand. Pocket presence and Brock Purdy do not go hand in hand. He gets flustered every time he gets flustered.
He does not get flustered every time.
This is why I gotta go back to being a hater. This is why you gotta make me a hater.
I didn't mean pocket presence, but I did mean the footwork.
Trent, this is why it comes off as hate, because what are you talking about, gang? Of a best footwork and pocket presence of a young quarterback.
It's crazy.
I do mean the footwork.
Have you watched CJ Stroud play? Have you watched Herbert?
Did you see Will Levis?
Have you Herbert? Did you see Will Levis the other?
No, I'm not saying Will Levis played one game. Y'all reaching for Will Levis.
I'm low key with Early. I kind of want to jump off.
Give him a couple weeks. Let's see a couple weeks.
I'm gonna give him a couple weeks.
Let's at least see what happens if a team actually has a chance to game plan for him.
You know why you love Will Levis?
3 more games. Give him 3 more games.
Nah, I'm happy because of what he did for D-Hop, bro. I didn't like what they were saying about D-Hop, bro. I did not like what they were saying about D-Hop.
He throws 2 picks every game. I don't want to hear nothing.
Hey, J-Rock, can I say this? If you don't believe about New Life, watch. Did you see that Raiders game last night? If I'm Davante Adams, dog, I want to pick at the sake, dog.
No, yo, honestly, though,
Davante Adams had one catch, bro. One catch.
No, he should have had 2 touchdowns.
Yo,
at least
Riddell, he literally could have had like 3 catches for 160, 150.
Nah, facts.
And he bro, come on.
Every time.
Nah, Jimmy G. I ain't gonna lie.
Nice.
Jimmy G is the reason why people argue with me about quarterback wins, and he's so annoying to watch play football.
His win-loss record is impressive.
Crazy.
There is a
But he was legitimately carried on his back.
There is a universe out there, bro. Hey, there's a universe out there where they trade Tom Brady to the 49ers and Jimmy G ruins the dynasty and Tom Brady wins 2 winnings with the 49ers.
With the 49ers, I would have loved to see that. I would have actually.
There's a legitimate universe where that happens.
That's what Cal said.
Free Davante though, but the D-Hop hate and disrespect, I wasn't happy about, and that's why I became a Will Levis fan, because Will Levis was out there, D-Hop down there somewhere, and that's what I respect, bro. Why wasn't Jimmy G out there? Look, Davante somewhere. Why don't just throw him the ball?
Yeah, if you give Davante the ball, he gonna get you yardage at least. He's rotting away in Las
Vegas. Davante had 7 targets, but just like 6 of them were just in.
Now the deadline's over at 4:00.
Deadline's over. Deadline ended. Deadline ended 40.
Do you know what's crazy?
The Raiders said they're not trading Davante Adams early. The Raiders said they're not going to do it.
Which I understand, but it's just like this is like Davante is sitting in Las Vegas, and I bet you if he got to a team where he had a quarterback that was going to give him the ball, he's going to be able to be one of the best receivers. But he's rotting away in Las Vegas.
No, that's
he might ask out of the season. He might ask.
But at least cuss out his receivers when they don't complete their route.
Yeah, at least Derek Carr last year just threw the ball to him. I'm watching Jimmy G just refuse to throw the ball to one of the best receivers.
And then when he do throw it, it's a bad pass. Every time.
Exactly.
Boy Wonder. This is my Boy Wonder, mind you.
Keep in mind, we were having a conversation about whether Davante Adams a few years ago was one of the best receivers in the league. And now he's sitting in.
No, we still having that conversation.
I'm having that conversation too.
This nigga gave you 1.1.
No, he wanted to play with Derek Carr.
Yeah, I have
to play with Derek Carr.
Then bring him to. Actually, no, don't bring him to New Orleans.
I knew it was real when I had a guy. I was playing fantasy. He only needed 10 points. He had Davante Adams and Jordan Love. Davante Adams had 2 receptions.
J-Rod, let me speak. J-Rod, let me say this.
I won by 1 point.
I needed 2 points, dog. 2 points. 2 points to win my fantasy. Dog, I lost by a .02.
I know.
It gets wicked, bro. It gets
Davante,
wicked.
yeah,
I was done with that.
Free Davante, man. Free Davante, bro.
Davante came to play with
hashtag free Davante.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Boy
free
wonders.
Yeah, get rid of
Davante. Keep it 100. He went to play with his college quarterback, not with the Raiders.
It's no point. And we all know what he said about Derek Carr, bro. It's no point about TV.
That's kind of your fault too. Why would Oakland is like hell, bro.
Bro, but hold on. It's not even
He
about that.
wanted to play with his college teammate.
Hold on. He wanted to play with his college teammate.
I don't give a damn who he wanted to play with. That's the organization, dog.
Why are you talking about? We're talking about. Hold on. Rarely. We're talking about his.
But early, do you not see his numbers with Derek Carr last year?
Bro, he put up 15, 28, and like 13 TDs with him.
Hold up. So we praising losing?
No,
he's a wide receiver.
No.
We are not doing this. No, we are not doing this early. Early, we are not doing this.
Early.
That's such
a it's not about praising losing. It's not about praising losing. It's not about praising losing, but damn.
Last year, Davante Adams.
He can't even get the rock. He can't even get the rock to make sure.
Well, that's the thing.
Okay, hold
on. That's the thing. He had 7 targets. Just 3 were in the sidelines. There was one that was
like
way
early.
behind.
He can't even get the rock though.
Overshot. It's like he's empty.
Yeah, but go ahead and say
last year.
That's crazy.
Last year, out of 180 targets, he had 100 receptions, had 1,500 yards, and had 14 touchdowns last year.
Oh, because Carl was feeding.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what
you should do to one of the best receivers in the league. You feed him the ball.
Yeah, the Raiders' offense last year was elite. Their defense was just terrible.
And he had around 15.2 yards reception.
Way more than he does Davante. And Jacoby's a good receiver, but he's not Davante. What are we talking about?
So can I actually? Nah, I gotta disagree with that, but we gotta move on to this next topic because I got a hot take. Low key might be a hot
decision making. That's the
low key might be a hot take. Might be a hot take. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
We don't need to start this again early. We can do.
Listen, I just want to get to this point, y'all. I think the Minnesota Vikings are gonna finish second in the NFC North behind the Lions by the end of the season, with Joshua Dobbs starting at quarterback.
I think so too. I agree.
Wait, say that again.
I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to finish second in the NFC North behind the Detroit Lions, still as constructed, with Josh Dobbs coming in to play quarterback for them.
The crazy thing, J-Rob, is I said that they were not going to tank, bro. They did not think that, hey, man, we're just going to – they want Kirk Cousins back next year. They're going to draft a quarterback in the first or second round to sit behind Kirk. It's a possibility.
In that case,
they want to
tank.
No, actually, to defend Riddell real quick. To actually defend Riddell, though, let's just wait and see. Because if Joshua Dobbs plays well, then I'm more inclined to re-sign Kirk Cousins because I can start out next season with Josh Dobbs for a little bit. Until Kirk is 100.
That doesn't solve your future problem.
It
doesn't solve your future
problem.
Let's be objective.
How long are you re-signing Kirk for? How long are you re-signing Kirk for?
Ass with alopecia, man.
A few years. Nothing crazy.
Why are you talking about his alopecia, bro?
Dobbs is a mid quarterback, correct?
Best.
So why did
we just gonna be straight up disrespectful? Okay.
It's a mid quarterback with a trash.
Come on, chunky monkey, stop playing, bro.
Kirk was playing.
I don't got jokes. I don't have no jokes. I have no jokes.
Donnie, I don't disagree that this team is not good, and Kirk was playing out of his mind to win games.
Out of his mind, borderline top 10. Dobbs is borderline top 25. So with a trash defense,
but the rest of the schedule is pretty easy. But Lonnie, the rest
it was with Kirk.
Joshua Dobbs has not been playing actually like horrible.
Yeah, if y'all been watching the Cardinals play,
I said mid. I didn't say horrible. I said mid.
You early. I mean, not early. Randall, what'd you say?
with
What you saying?
okay with Kirk, the schedule looks better than it does with
But
Dobbs.
Kirk has to
We
play
just listen.
amazing.
Hold on, let me
Jordan
finish.
Love 'cause we
Right
watched
now,
enough
no, this is
football
my
games.
problem. This is my
Can't just die
problem.
on hills,
This is my
Cat.
problem.
Can't
This is
die on
my
hills
problem
all the
right
time.
now with the Vikings. You are wasting.
He's plummeted, bro.
You are wasting.
Listen.
so
Can I
now-
say
now
one
what-
more
Hey,
random?
come on.
I
Wait,
mean,
hold on. Wait,
Can I
wait,
just
Randall,
clear
how are you
something up?
wasting?
Can I clear something up real quick? Listen to the chat. Listen, y'all. I don't know which I don't understand, but we not everybody up here not Mookie. Nobody's dying on no hill.
Nobody's dying on a hill.
If somebody plays one way, we have an expectation of them, and they fall off the face of the earth, brother, boy wonder. I can't still rock with him. At the end of the day, I'm not hating on Jordan Love, but I can't get behind him after what I've seen as of late. He doesn't look good. Now I can say there's some problems over there in the Packers, I think too, but
Look.
I can't cape for him no more. He's out here. He ain't looking good.
And
bro.
What's the
look,
ceiling
right
with Dobbs?
now, hold on,
What's
Trent.
the
This is what I'm
ceiling?
trying to
What-
say.
What you saying?
This is what I'm trying to say real
Well, I
quick.
hear you, and I feel you, boy
Dobbs
wonder. I
is
dead
good
feel you,
enough
but I
to
can't
play.
get behind it, bro.
Trent, this is what I'm trying to say real quick about the
Yeah, I want to
Vikings.
hear what you're saying.
They
I'm
have
gonna
this
respond.
perfect chance to get
Yeah,
a
might as well
good
pick
quarterback.
Teddy
And
Bridgewater
Riddell, to go to your point, first round quarterbacks by themselves is a crapshoot. So you're saying they can still get a quarterback in the second round? They can still get a quarterback
Why
later.
would
And
not?
hold on, let me
Dog, in any
finish.
year,
Let
this
me
year,
finish,
Randall,
Hurley.
yes,
Let me
yes.
goddamn
This year,
finish.
You can get
Okay?
Sam Hartman late.
Let me
Facts.
finish, okay? Right now, okay? You have a perfect chance to get a top flight, a top of the draft quarterback, whether it's Drake May, whether it's Michael Penix, whether, dear God, somehow you find a way to get Caleb Williams. You would do this, and you can still re-sign Kirk. The problem is you guys are looking at this Achilles injury. Kirk is 35. He is
This
35
might be-
years
it
old.
might be the
And
35?
by the time,
That's crazy.
yes,
Another
he's
end.
35 years old. By the time he gets back healthy,
Yeah, he's
it's the
really not
middle
better
of
than Jared
next
Goff. My dog
season.
only 28.
Yeah, it's the middle of next season.
I know that, Riddell. That changed a lot of perspective for me.
Yes,
James.
I don't understand why you guys are not winning this.
So like,
Oh,
No,
hey,
I
hey,
agree. You
Randall,
gotta-
Randall,
Jared only 28,
hey, come
Riddell.
on, Randall.
I'm
Let me
really giving
finish.
him more leeway.
Randall,
I agree
Randall.
with Random.
Hey,
I'm
come on,
saying,
Let me finish.
Hold
Let
on.
me finish,
I
please.
randomly almost 8 years older than my dog. Oh no.
Dude,
Listen.
Listen. Look, the problem by the time Kirk Cousins gets back, it's going to be the middle of the season. Once again, playing past 35 as a quarterback, except for I don't know Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers,
Random, can I ask you a
is an
question?
anomaly.
Random, how
We don't
many
know
years?
how-
Random,
we don't
let
know
me
how-
ask you a question. Random, can I ask you
Yeah.
a question? Can I ask you a question,
We played
Random?
2 seconds.
Would you care as much? Because listen, I don't disagree with the age thing. My question is, and this is to Lonnie as well. What if they only bring him back for a year, 2 years, but the second year is an
that
option?
goes to my point.
If
So
I'm
like,
being 100% honest,
You think that's a waste of time?
no. Listen.
I'm
If
asking.
being
Let Random answer the question. Can he answer the question that I asked him?
If I'm being 100% honest, if I was Minnesota, hey, Kirk, we're gonna make sure you're healthy and thank you for your service. And I'm just starting new with a whole new quarterback. But if you want to bring him back, 1 year, 2 year deal,
That's not crazy to say though.
Yeah.
It's not crazy
but
for
I'm
saying
saying-
that though.
I'm saying though, why? But why we act like the NFL
Jets
draft
can
is not
use
about? It's not dumb quarterbacks. It's not. The Vikings are not
Yeah,
about to. Hold on. The Vikings are not about to be a high draft pick. They're not gonna be no 28,
They're probably
29,
gonna be-
32.
That's not
They'll
what
be
I'm
like
saying.
15.
That's
They'll be
not
like
what I'm saying
6.
at all.
They'll be like
They'll be like
15 to
15,
20.
So that gets to my point.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
with Joshua Dobbs,
That's not
with Joshua
what I'm-
Dobbs, you
Look.
might get like a 15, 16 pick. But if they
You
stick
said
with
what?
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
you
not what I'm saying.
could.
Hello.
No, he's saying that. Yeah, he's saying that. He's saying
Yes,
way the
I'm
draft
saying,
class is-
I'm saying.
There's
but
a
if you
few
get
that I
50
could.
Wait, hold on. I'm saying, bro. There's
My
mad
bad, love you
quarterbacks
too,
who
Trent.
get in
My
the
bad.
draft that could be damn good. If you went 15, 16 at the end of the year, you can still get a quarterback. I don't know why we trying to go over and act like this is a crazy thing.
No,
you don't
I'm
need
not
to-
saying no.
But you don't. They have okay.
It's the
You
smartest
don't
thing
need
to do.
when
There was
look
no
at the
reason
schedule,
that's for Dobbs, Bob.
when you look at their schedule,
No
they
reason.
can have some good ass wins. They can have a lot of wins, so they're going to end up.
But what's
around
the
that. They're
point?
not just
What's the
gonna
point? Just to get
Maybe
wins
they-
and not
You
make
can still
playoffs?
get a good quarterback. What do you?
Yeah,
What
but
you
have to trade up for it,
saying?
Brent.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
What's the
Yes.
point of the season
Hold on.
then?
Let me
Just one
finish,
if you
please.
want.
Just-
Wait.
Everybody
Look
just
at
back
the
up.
quarterbacks that have gone in the bottom tier of the
I
draft.
will
Y'all
say
down
it
random.
real
Go
quick, and
ahead,
I will say
random.
it again.
Random. Go
And
ahead.
I will
Go
say
ahead.
it again. All right. Once again, obviously there are plenty of quarterbacks. We have no idea if they will end up being sweet on somebody because we've seen it before. And if they're too far down, they're gonna have to trade up. Rodell, don't look like that when I can give you plenty of examples.
Who?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, hold on. Can I just say something? Wait, can I say something, Trent, before you go?
Why would
Go
you?
after me.
Wait, time out.
Trent.
You think? Wait, hold on. You think that the Vikings would sell their few? You think they would sell to get Caleb Williams? You think they're gonna do that? Why would they do that?
Hell no.
Why would they do that?
Wait.
Hell no.
Trent, can I give some context to Lonnie and Random? Because I do think there's something y'all are missing. There is something that y'all are missing.
Future first round.
Hear me out. This draft. Wait, listen.
Listen.
If the Bears give up Caleb Williams, light Soldier Field on fire.
I'm about to start hitting that mute button.
Once again,
listen, y'all
are not.
Hear me out, though. Random and Lonnie. Outside of Caleb Williams, you talking about trading up. I hear you. But I'm going to give you some. I'm going to give you names. Please don't interrupt. I'm going to give you a slew of names real quick.
Cool, J-Rob.
And you tell me, and you stop me the moment you don't see a name that the Minnesota Vikings would not be or should not be interested. I'm going to give you these names. And I'm not going to say Drake May either because they won't get him. So after this, I'm going to give you every name that's going to be available. Penix Jr., Bo Nix, McCarthy, J.J. McCarthy, Quinn Ewers, Jaden Daniels, Sam Hartman, Riley Leonard, and Spencer Rattler.
What about
Travis Jordan and Jordan Travis.
Once again,
I feel like you don't think that there is more than enough talent where you don't have to trade up to get a May or a Caleb.
I agree
Of course there is talent.
Stay. Let them sit behind Kirk for a couple seasons.
Yeah, I don't
get what I'm saying. Please, because actually out here acting like I'm asking that something that hasn't happened before.
Plan for the future.
It has just in the last decade alone.
I think people are saying. I think what they're saying is it doesn't make sense for them to do it because there's such an abundance of talent.
Teams have done it.
It doesn't make sense.
Yes, they've done it.
And I agree that teams have done it, but I feel like if the Bears, I don't think the Bears are going to sacrifice that.
They've done that in situations where the drafts have not been abundant in quarterback prospects. We're saying this draft is so loaded at the one position that it doesn't make sense for them to unload an asset when they can get Kirk, take one of these this loaded class, have a guy sit behind Kirk, and not have to break your back.
Me and Random have different takes.
You can get Michael You can get Michael Penix at a 15. You can dead ass get him at a 15. You don't have to trade up to go get him before.
I'm not talking about trading. My point isn't about trading real
quick.
Or even if you say, you talking about just tanking, period.
I want to say two things. I want to say three things, actually. I want to say three real quick things, all right? My first thing is this whole idea that the Vikings want to tank is also ridiculous, by the way. They don't want to tank. They want to win games. The next thing I want to say is even if you say there's a guy that they really like, then they could trade. You could equally say there's a guy they really like and they could stay where they're at and still get him. So regardless, you could say that there's a guy they really like and it'll go later in the draft. You can make all those type of arguments. So it doesn't mean anything. And the last thing I want to say is if a situation like a Caleb Williams or Drake May or a team is in there and they got a draft, why would they even trade with the Vikings if they need a quarterback? Like, what are we talking about? There's so many things that doesn't make sense in this situation for the Vikings.
Yeah, I know. It's talking to Random, but that doesn't make you really don't think
I wouldn't do it.
You really think that the Bears or Cardinals have the number one pick and they go trade down with the Vikings?
That's not what I said at all. When did the Chicago Bears come out of my mouth?
I'm talking about just the top teams in general that is getting for a quarterback. You think they will trade down to do that? No.
My only position is like, what
if
is Joshua Dobbs do? You win an extra 1 or 2 games, 2-3 games. So that's like the number 13 pick compared to like a top 10 pick. I'd rather have the top 10 pick than like the 13, 14.
And then let's also look at the future for the Vikings.
I don't disagree with that.
Let's also look at the future for the Vikings. If you get a quarterback like a 15, say you get Penix at 15, this offense in probably a year, probably just next year. And especially,
we also know how the draft process goes. Like,
yes,
when Penix goes to the combine, they'll be like, look how fast he runs, how accurate he is.
They will probably, in the future, probably by next year, do not be surprised, especially if they get a quarterback, the Vikings offense will be a top 5 offense. You see how Jordan Adams is doing this year. You know how Justin Jefferson is. And you have TJ Hockenson. The run game, you can find a running back in the draft later down the line.
For sure need to find a running back.
The major thing, the thing that messes with the Vikings is the defense because Kirk is 35. So you really need to get try to trade for defensive pieces and get a quarterback in the draft.
If you're relying on Kirk Cousins again when he won't come back until the middle of the season
That's
at the
why
earliest.
I said you can draft a quarterback like in the 15th round, but when you're trying to talk about trading, you need to go get some defensive pieces because that's the worst part of the
Once
Vikings.
again, you guys are acting like this hasn't happened before. Where there's an
I'm not saying it hasn't happened
Let me
before.
finish. Jesus Christ, let me finish. Okay, let me finish. Let's just go back to the Andrew Luck one or the Cam Newton one, where 4 quarterbacks got drafted in the first round and multiple teams wanted them, and people were trading up to try and get it for the other people. Just because all the top teams, you guys have acted like you've never seen a top team that had a quarterback that wasn't in the top 10 of the draft, and they people traded up to go get them.
Random. I ain't gonna lie, Random. Stop. This would kill me sometimes.
I give up. All
right, because I'm gonna say the last point because I ain't gonna lie. You dragging this, bro. I'm gonna tell you why you dragging this because we're not acting like. And the problem is you sitting here acting like we think it's unrealistic for a team to trade up for a quarterback when nobody up here is arguing that fact. What we're saying to you is in this specific situation for the Minnesota Vikings, because there are about 6 or 7 prospects that can potentially be NFL starters, giving up assets to go get a quarterback when you can get one of these other guys, stash him under Kirk, it makes no sense, especially because you're going to have to trade up with teams who potentially also will be looking for quarterbacks. So the going price to trade up will be more than it may actually be worth in the long run. All they're trying to say to you, Random, and I don't know why it's not clicking on your end, is yes, you can go out and trade up. But realistically, my brother, it doesn't make sense for the Vikings because they probably can get a guy they like to fall to them. Also, you're probably going to be in a situation where you're going to have to trade up with a team that probably needs a quarterback. And if you're going to do that, you're going to have to give up more than maybe what you're willing to go up from. And let's be honest about what you're going to go up to. If you're going to go from 16 to maybe 10. So to go up 5 spots and give up a first this year and a first next year, I don't know if that's always going to be worth it.
That's my problem with them getting Dobbs, because I'd rather already be at 10 than be at 16 trying to trade up to 10. I'd rather.
But that Lonnie is more so the ideology of the football team. I don't think the Minnesota Vikings want to be in a tank position. So I hear what you're saying in that regard. But the reason why they brought in Joshua Dobbs is because they're not throwing in the towel on this thing.
We all know how the NFL draft process goes for these QBs. Once combine hits are they might say with Penix Jr. Oh, look at him. Look at his boys.
Because Lonnie, look at their division though. Look at the Minnesota Vikings division.
Any of us think that Joshua Dobbs is good?
He's been playing good this season so far.
Good enough.
He's good enough he's good enough for their draft.
I mean, this season,
have y'all watched the Vikings games? Have y'all watched them?
Yes.
I'm a Kirk guy. I watch every Vikings game. What are we talking about?
Out of his mind.
But no, that's because he's playing out of his mind versus the teams that they're not supposed to beat.
He's not making 30 and 25.
Well, Riddell, bro, you have to understand. You have to listen to what Riddell was saying though. Their schedule now is going to be a lot easier. So Josh Dobbs don't have to be throwing 400 yards, 3 TDs for them to win the game, bro.
They can beat the Packers and the Bears, bro. Like they can. Like it's not.
That defense looking like it's all right though.
Hey, you say that they just play lights out.
Daniil Hunter is out here bugging, bro.
He lead the league.
Him and Will Bynum, bro. Hey, I don't know what came over him.
It's definitely all I'm saying. It definitely could go either way. It'll be interesting. It definitely will. I think the draft will ultimately matter about how they end up planning out this year. But
real question is who gonna be there? Who gonna be there at that 20 some slot? J. Rob.
That's what I'm saying. Early
out of them quarterbacks, you
they got
named.
the Lions, the Bengals. They got the Lions.
Because
realistically,
realistically, what I'm looking at right now with these dudes, with Dobbs and them, like y'all said, bro, Trent brought up a good point.
Lose 5 of these.
With who left, Dobbs is a good pickup. You feel me? And that's gonna get them to the playoffs. You feel me? But in return, that's gonna get them like what?
It's
20-some pick in the draft. So for the
How many
quarterback.
playoff spots is it? 6, right?
7.
So my
7
question would
seeds.
Maybe they get the 7 seed.
All right, listen.
The
Do you
real
want to know
question
what
would be
the
Okay,
Vikings
Bama,
are?
who gonna be there?
Wait,
at
hold on. I was trying to hear what
20-something?
Bama was saying. What you saying, Bama?
Let's say they get like 20 through 25, right?
Cowboys,
Which one of them
Eagles,
quarterbacks is gonna be there? You see what I'm saying? Because you don't just want to get a quarterback just to get a quarterback. You want to get somebody that's gonna fit that system. So you think
I agree.
Is Quinn gonna be there? You feel me? Like that's when I get.
I think Quinn will go earlier.
Yes.
I think I also listen. I think also too one thing that I'm looking at a lot. I look at a lot of mock drafts, because I like to see them update because obviously insiders have information, and whether they're all true, well, not always 100%, but I'm looking at drafts and some people got the Vikings having the 15th pick. Some people got the Vikings having the 12th pick. So, I mean, from 12 to 15 in most mock drafts, the only 2 quarterbacks off the board by that 15th to 12th pick, the only quarterbacks that I've seen off the board realistically have been May, Caleb. Some got JJ McCarthy. One got JJ McCarthy going to the 40.
You're gonna lose your
but
money
I don't
with that
see.
one.
But then also, like I see this mock draft right here that got the Colorado got the Vikings getting Shedeur Sanders at 15. So it's like it can pan out in so many ways, bro.
I just saw.
I don't think Shedeur coming out this
year.
I
don't think
the Vikings are getting JJ McCarthy.
All the reports I've seen, it looks like Dion is going to push Shedeur to stay for his final year, but I think that may change over time. But the way all signs are pointing,
if you get Jake, that's great. JJ McCarthy,
yeah, JJ McCarthy would be great. I wouldn't lie.
Yes.
What?
It's just
Yes.
McCarthy on the. I think he's work on the Vikings.
McCarthy, are we?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not too high on JJ McCarthy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a good college.
I don't think he's. Like, I think he's a good quarterback.
I don't think he's whack at all. But I'm not
good college quarterbacks.
I personally would not take I would not rank JJ McCarthy as the 3rd best quarterback in the class. Me personally.
Period. I'd take Bo Nix over JJ McCarthy.
Facts.
That's not crazy. That's not
speaking
crazy.
of the NFC North, y'all see what
Bo Nix is better than a lot of people.
Oh yeah, they got
People Jones.
And I want y'all to know, man, Jaden Daniels is gonna be climbing this Alabama game this weekend. Just telling you,
Bo Nix, especially if they get back with Washington.
This Alabama game, Jaden Daniels is going to climb after this because they're gonna beat Alabama this weekend. So
they better beat Alabama this weekend because they gotta get the West.
Out of all these quarterbacks coming out, how many do you think are gonna pan out?
Please, JJ McCarthy.
Yo, right now, Bama.
I got 100 for you and
Bama. Listen. Right now, I got some debts to collect, and so until them boys pay their debts, that's when that they know who they are. So once they pay them debts,
Mickey,
that's when I got you.
That money, Mickey.
They acting like Mickey.
Yo, hey,
Early, did Mickey send that bread early?
Never sent it. Lie. Oh, I got you, Earl. Never sent the bread.
Oh.
Niggas be looking for the 100, dog.
Yeah, listen. Till I get my collection, so they collect. Jill J. Rob collects.
I'm not going to no more debt. I ain't fucking with
yeah, I'm on my Stewie Griffin right now. I'm on my Stewie Griffin.
You about to get the blowtorch.
I'm on my Stewie Griffin.
Betting, boy.
Hey, let me ask. All right, moving on. Hey, let's move on. So, obviously, as y'all know, Joe Shiesty is back in the mix, looking as good as ever.
Number 2 quarterback.
So let me ask y'all this: Should the Chiefs be worried about the resurgence of the Bengals? Is this something that we need to look at?
Yes, 100%, without a doubt.
Yes.
Joe Burrow and Cincinnati Bengals are probably the second favorite on the AFC.
Yeah. Ain't gonna receive it.
Second, wait, hold on, Jalen. Let's get into that. So you believe the Bengals are the second best team in the AFC as constructed right now?
Yes.
100%, yes.
Oh, stop. They're not beating the Ravens right now.
I think they top 5. I don't think it's the
Wait.
Whoa, we can talk about it.
Let him go first. Let Jalen go.
Joe Burrow, speaking. The clear separator, Joe Burrow over Tua, Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson. That's one. When you have better quarterback, that matters. Yes, clear. He is. Joe Burrow is.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you right now.
I don't know, Gerald, how you can say that after we've been watching Lamar Jackson play over the last few weeks.
And look, the Bengals.
How do you say clears them?
I won't say he clears them, but I'll give Joe Burrow the nod. Bro went to 2 AFC championships in the Super Bowl. He's one of them guys with a bad O-line. With a bad O-line, bro. I've seen Joe Burrow do some great things, so I'm good.
And that Bengals defense making steps in the right direction. I think that Bengals defense. I don't think it's great, but I don't think they're bad. I think they're good enough.
They're good in moments, especially. In the playoffs, they're good.
But the Ravens are not
they're good enough. They're good enough to win.
Wait, early. Let Jalen get his point off. Go ahead, Jalen.
I think they're good enough. They're good enough to beat the Dolphins. They're good enough to beat the Ravens. They're good enough to beat the
Dolphins. We still on them.
I mean, no, Dolphins 100%. Dolphins. Look, Dolphins offense is no joke.
Never forget those.
Jalen Waddle.
Defense.
I mean, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute.
Lamar was ducking the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they just got Ramsey back.
Nah, he was trying to get paid. He's trying to get paid. Gang. I ain't mad at him.
Howard back?
I ain't getting mad at him, bro. Hey, look, Jalen. I want you to know. Them playoff checks do not hit like them regular season game checks. Them playoff checks, I ain't gonna lie. Them playoff checks in the NFL, you're playing for the love of the game, bro. You're playing for the love of the game.
Y'all thinking Mahomes getting $1 million playoff check?
No. That 30 racks, everybody's getting that.
50 thou
Everybody's getting that everybody's getting that little bit of bread. So you playing for the love of the game at that point. Lamar wasn't ducking the playoffs because he just wanted that bag. You got to get that bag of. All he needed was a little bit of money and some ice. He would have played in that Bengals game. But he needed some money.
To have some fun.
Yeah, he needed a little money on to have some fun, bro. You got to get that money on. But, Jalen, I got to disagree with you, brother. The Bengals are not the second best team in the AFC right now.
The Ravens.
You think it's the Ravens?
Right now it's the Ravens. And then I'd definitely say the Ravens, and I would still give the Dolphins a little bit more credit. But I would go. I'm not mad at the Bengals though. I'm not mad at the Bengals though.
Check me out, though.
Honestly, a lot of them.
No, I feel you there.
Check me out though. This is what I say with this. The reason why I get with it, not because of the reasons Jalen gave, is because of what we always say with the AFC. A run through Patrick Mahomes.
Facts.
And for one person in the NFL that looked like who got Patrick Mahomes,
ain't about nothing.
It's only Joe Burrow.
It's only Joe Burrow. Looked like he got his number. And if it wasn't for last year, if it wasn't for a referee giving them boys 5 downs, literally they punt the ball away. The referee says stop play, go back to 3rd down. I was like, huh? What 3rd down to get Joe Burrow and them up out of there, bro?
I feel you.
Hold you. And Patrick
I feel you.
Gotta go to
that was great trick.
I feel you. If you want to say Burrow got his number in the regular season, cool, but they only won and won the playoffs, so I gotta see more.
But it took 5 downs.
But you gotta also think. Trent, I think
the Bengals now.
I hear you on that, but you also gotta say, Trent. The only and I know it's obviously the sample size is so small, but Trent, regardless. The only active player to beat that man in the playoffs, Joey B, bro. Joe Burrow. I know that's whack, Trent. I know that's whack, but it's actually the truth right now.
I think because the Bengals are not afraid of the Chiefs. Like at the end of the day,
if Mahomes doesn't, I just think if Mahomes doesn't lay an egg, we just gotta see how they play.
Yeah, I think the Bengals right now are a top 10 team in the NFL. Yeah. The way they've been playing, I think you look at what happened after the bye week. Damn. I said top 10.
He's a top 10.
A top 10.
Yo, I just love how y'all was glazing my son for being out, and now he's top 5 once he's healthy. That's
I don't think they're top 5.
I love it.
I said top 10. I think there are a few teams that are better than the Bengals right now.
No, I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
To me,
I ain't say nothing because I ain't.
But I think after that,
people forgot after that. I was saying people forgot that Jamar Chase said I don't want Joe Burrow back until week 5. And then week 1, 2, 3, he doesn't look right. They're like, "Oh, Joe Burrow's falling off." Y'all didn't just hear what this nigga just said. Y'all didn't hear what he just said. They can't get it together.
I wish they would have rested it, but I think given the situation, I don't think they had enough faith in the guy that they would
be saying when Joe what's his name, Jamar clicking. That's like Jerry Rice and Joe Montana.
Yeah,
bro, I tell you what,
your eyes, bro.
That sounds good.
I promise you,
but if the Baltimore get the number 1 seed,
if you squint your eyes, Baltimore in January and February. Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, boy. I swear.
I mean, all Burrow got to do is throw it to
Nobody want no dog fight with Lamar.
Them boys do that fusion dance. Them boys do that fusion dance, bro.
Nah. That's how I feel.
And when he's tired of
Jerry Rice, as much as I like Jerry Rice, I like what that boy Terrell Owens, AJ Brown is doing over there.
You know, I'm not going to lie. After the last thing we had,
giving y'all wide receiver
AJ Brown. What to watch back some more AJ Brown? What's he been doing?
That's baby Terrell Owens, bro. Put the tapes on together.
They got some great Ole Miss wide receivers. Ole Miss been cooking with them wide receivers. I told you, this boy.
That's T.O. Jr. right there, man.
When it comes to the Bengals and Chiefs,
that is Jamar Chase, baby Julio.
When it comes to the Bengals and Chiefs,
I would say Jamar Chase kind of baby. Low key might be baby. I'm trying to think of like a real elite who do like the same thing he do. I'll get back to you on the trend.
Chad Ochocinco,
but prime Odell.
No, he's better than Ochocinco.
I wouldn't call him Odell.
That's not even comparable.
Jamar Chase is like
Odell's hard to
find.
Odell was different.
He like
super athletic, flashy.
Who's Larry Fitzgerald?
He like a fusion. He like a fusion of Steve Smith and Isaac Bruce.
Nobody's Larry.
I noticed there's never a Larry Fitzgerald.
I like D-Hop for Larry. I like D-Hop for Larry.
No, Larry.
He don't want but D-Hop played better bully ball than Larry.
Wait, whoa, early. What'd you just say?
I said Davante Adams is Larry to me.
I could understand that. I can understand that.
It's not Larry's not as what's his name? Larry. Tay Adams not as big as Larry. That's what it is.
He's not no jump ball threat.
Larry may be the low key.
I ain't gonna lie though. I see a baby Jamar Chase in this year's NFL draft. Actually,
yeah, you gonna say Keon Coleman?
And his name is Keon Coleman, bro. Trent. Every week he show you a little bit more of the comparison, make more sense. Same build, damn near. Coleman just taller. Coleman's 6'4", bro.
Yeah, Coleman, he my height, and he balling.
Is Marvin Harrison baby Randy Moss?
Yes.
I don't want to give him that yet.
Yes.
All them niggas like.
I think the way he been playing, I'll give it. Like I've watched every single Ohio State game they've been playing. The way he's been playing, I feel like if he could keep performing like he is, he baby Randy Moss. But I'm not gonna put that title on him just yet because I think
ain't nobody baby Randy.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm 6'4".
But you gotta look at guys coming out. Hold on. Time out. The problem is, I'm gonna tell you the problem is.
Hold on.
This is the problem though. When you compare a receiver to a big name player coming out in the NFL, you compare them who they was in the NFL. But if I say I'm comparing Marvin Harrison to Randy Moss, I'm comparing Randy Moss coming out of Marshall to Marvin Harrison coming out. That's fine too.
I don't think
that's fine with me too.
Like Randy.
Yeah,
I don't think
he's
who Marvin?
He's gonna
who Marvin doesn't have the speed? Are you saying Marvin?
Randy speed, bro.
Didn't Randy run like a 4?
Bro.
You don't have to.
What's Randy running like a 4.3?
I mean, it's close, but
it's close, bro.
I mean, it's Trent. I think it's close from what I've seen. I think he's fast.
4.24.
I don't see DB's back up 15 yards away from Randy. He just run a go.
I think it's very close.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
Let's move on.
You want to put that in conversation?
I don't want to get lost in these comparisons because there is another conversation I want to have. So, is Mike Vrabel hating on Will Levis?
What he saying?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I saw that interview.
So Mike Vrabel just kind of like, I don't want to say he hasn't shown that he's like getting behind Will Levis, but they're asking him about, is Will Levis gonna start? Now, mind you, in what 8 games of the year, 6 games and 7 games into the season, Ryan Tannehill got 6 touchdown passes.
No, yeah, 6.
Boy, if Ryan Tannehill don't,
Will Levis Will Levis has 4 touchdowns in 1 game, damn near about to eclipse the starter in touchdown passes. The offense.
He already has.
The offense.
He already has. He has 6 picks, J. Robin.
He started.
So he's already eclipsed. I don't know why Vrabel hasn't come out to name him the starter.
He did.
Do y'all think they named him the starter 2 hours ago?
That's what I'm reading right now here.
Okay. I watched his press game last night.
No,
let me answer the question. Let me get to the fucking question before y'all start speaking
language
to the topic. I understand the language, but holy fuck, I can't even get the topic out so niggas can speak before motherfuckers is already talking like early. Sometimes shut the fuck up, gang. Just wait, bro. Just wait, gang. Just wait. I promise you, I'm going to just say the topic and everybody can go free for all mode. Just let me get the shit out. Sorry for my language. I owe about 10 quarters right now.
Message.
I owe about 100 quarters. I apologize. Language etiquette. I'm probably apologize. My question is, not only is Vrabel hating in, is Will Levis the future, or is it still wait and see? What are y'all takeaways? Go ahead,
I answer this?
Grant. Go ahead, Grant.
Yes, I think what Will Levis did in that game against Atlanta was super impressive, considering I think that it's time that Ryan Tannehill takes a step back. Will Levis in that game, for people who don't know, he was not. I have his stats. He went 19 for 29 with 65% completion. He had 238 yards and 4 touchdowns in that game, and I think that was the spark he needed to get himself set. I think the Titans have gotten as far as they can with Ryan Tannehill, and I think at this point they need to be able to start transitioning into someone to look at for the future. I think they need to give this guy this chance. They can't sit here and try to think that Ryan Tannehill is going to be able to help get them a push to a playoff spot. And the way he's been performing these past few weeks have shown you not that. So I think if I look at Will Levis, I think Will Levis. I think the way he's been playing, if you give him the opportunity to shine, I think he can perform well. But I feel like this was that game that he had this past weekend was the spark that he needed, and I think it impressed a lot of people. So I think they need to make him the starter. And people are just hating because people just want to hate because they don't want to. I think looking at it from the comparison that they don't want to put trust in what he has, it's stupid. But I digress on how I feel about it.
My thing is with Will Levis, can we wait for a defense to adequately game plan for the guy before we start glazing him and giving him the starting spot? Because, dear God, what if we come back on Sunday, Will Levis threw 2 picks and looked horrible? What are we saying then?
I'm on my Brock Purdy time. He's the next Joe Montana.
My point is also I want to see him start, but I want to also give him what's the word?
Let me tell.
I want to see him start, and I agree with the defense too, because I think if they don't plan it and they get him swamped, it's gonna kill him. But I think this is what's gonna happen. Obviously, Will Levis has a chance right now. It says something though that they still have Malik Willis on the roster, so Will Levis cannot adequately win that backup job at all and say, hey, Malik, thank you for your service. We're trying to trade you, right? Because that was true. They were very unhappy. What has Malik
Willis done so far? Because
no. But mind you, they see Will Levis every day in practice, and there was a reason. And we know at certain points last year, after Malik Willis got on the field, they're like, "Oh my God, this guy is terrible," and they tried to get rid of him. Nobody wanted him. So this is what I'm saying. Let's wait a couple weeks, because I tell you right now, unless he's doing what he did last week every week, the minute Tannehill's healthy, he's going in. He's going to go into the game. Vrabel's a better coach. He's a better coach than we give him credit for. He's one of the best coaches from the Bill Belichick tree. We know that. But he's also like, look, I'm just looking for the best. I'm just looking for the best person to help me win. And right now, I have not seen him because we've seen Ryan Tannehill be dog water for a long time, mid at best. And he has not been willing to pull the plug and take him out of there. So Will Levis is throwing 4 touchdowns a week. Ryan Tannehill was going in the game. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Experiment and let Will Levis develop than a mid.
Lonnie, I would agree with you, but this is Mike Vrabel we're talking about here. I would agree with you.
I agree,
but he's not going to do it. Will Levis legitimately has to play like that every week, and unless he's an anomaly like Mahomes, I don't expect that. That's why I'm saying I'm like, let's wait next week and see an act.
But then if Tannehill comes back in and then he gives you another 1 pick, 1 TD, 3 interceptions,
we've seen him go. We've seen him start the next game after those kind of performances.
But Will Levis should 100%, I think, be the starter for sure. I think Mike Vrabel just kind of maybe he wanted to give his young quarterback, keep him hungry, didn't want to name him right away, keep him hungry, keep him working hard in practice. That could have been that. In terms of him starting, I don't think Tennessee Titans have nothing to gain with Ryan Tannehill. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. They're not, any type of contender of sorts. So at least with Will Levis, you see a young guy who obviously had one game where he flashed some sort of greatness, right? But obviously, I'm with with Random in the sense of, let's wait a few games before we anoint him the second coming. He looked good, but again, like I said, with defenses, how other teams start to prepare for him, they're going to have film, see how he adjusts. Do I think he's going to come out and throw 4 touchdowns again? Probably not. Do I think he might come out and throw 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions? I think that's more likely, and I think that I'm okay with that. As long as you see him making good throws, trying to make reads, and see him developing, I think it's perfectly fine. But I think it's definitely time to move off of Tannehill because that experiment isn't going anywhere.
I didn't like the fact that they kept even trotting Malik Willis out there to do like obvious running plays with him. I'm like, no, let Will Levis just have every snap. He's the most important asset that you have on your roster right now. Yes, even above Derrick Henry.
Hold on, wait. Y'all thought they should have kept. Hold on, y'all thought Tannehill was gonna be something sooner or later?
No, he's just gonna get the starting job back when he gets back. We've seen it. We've seen it happen before. So unless Mike Vrabel is literally about to do something he's never done before.
Also, number two.
Wait, when have we seen it before?
Number two. What the fuck is? I mean, my fault. What's up with Malik Willis? I just don't like.
He's bad.
No, how
He's
you
a running
can't
back.
say that? You can't say that.
No, I can't.
Nah,
Damn,
running back.
we
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Really?
Hold on. Can I say I'm no longer allowing black quarterbacks to be called running backs.
We not trying to.
No longer allowing.
I don't hear us saying a running back for any other race or quarterback.
I ain't gonna lie. Jay Umar will pull up quick.
See, there's a difference. Regardless if you want to be Jay Umar or not, he's still bad. He still can't throw the ball down the field. All he does when he gets the ball, he scurries around and then runs. That's all he does every single time he hikes the ball, bro. He's not a good quarterback. He's cooked.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. His pocket presence is one of the worst I've ever seen, J-Rob. I can't defend him, bro.
Nah, I'm not calling him a running back though. He's just not a good quarterback. He's not a good quarterback.
If you don't pass the ball,
yo, Early, what are your thoughts on this situation?
Don't call him that. Then I need you to keep that same energy.
I would love to hear your
for a lot of
opinion
quarterbacks.
Early.
Early, what do you think? I want to hear your opinion on this, bro. I really want to hear what you have to say.
Nah, before you talk, raise your hand.
Early, could you please go? I want to hear what you think.
I honestly, I don't got much to say, man. I just want to see.
Wow, Daryl, you broke his heart.
Someone get early.
Broke his heart.
I'm sorry, I violated. It was early. It was multiple episodes. Well, it wasn't really early. I just want to say that wasn't really for you. It was for all of y'all. You know, like y'all all do this to me. I try to get the topic out. I can't get it out. Oh my!
Someone said earlier.
I broke on you. I apologize for breaking on you. I broke character on you early, and I'm sorry for that. I broke on you, bro.
Brandon comes in here with bad outfits every day, but anyway, I want to tell him to shut his outfits up.
Why are you breathing hard? No wonder you're back away from the mic every time. We saw how you was eating that donut, bro. Don't start. Don't start. You out here getting your granddaddy's freaking polo jacket just so you can look fresh on camera. Don't start with me. Don't start with me.
Will Levis topic, man. I just want to see if Elway complete his destiny, man. So if you feel his destiny, I just want to see that.
Yeah, I want baby Elway / Ben Roethlisberger's love child to go out there and do his thing too. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna say this though, and to follow up more early has to say, obviously we overly projecting this kid, so I want to chill out, but y'all got nothing to lose in Tennessee, bro. That's how I really feel. Like
that's what I'm saying.
What do y'all got to lose? Like, what do y'all have to lose? Like, y'all have gotten no real production out of Tannehill. He's been a one-hit wonder. Let's be honest. He was a one-hit wonder. Mm-hmm. On top of that, Mike Vrabel not a bad head coach. I think anybody would agree he is one of the better head coaches in football. I mean, I think so. I think he coaches defense really well. And ultimately, I feel like you can't only do but so much with the quarterback you have. Now you look at this guy, Will Levis. Listen, I know it's one game, y'all. It is one game. And I can't go crazy over one game. But boy, was that one impression. For a first impression, fellas, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah, that's what
when I say, first of all, when's the last time you saw them throwing the football 30, 40, 50 yards downfield the way they was doing it? On top of that, listen, this kid Will Levis looked like he got some juice in the pocket. Now, hear me out. They're going to get some tape on Levis after the game. They're going to have a game plan and all of that. They're definitely going to make him throw more intermediate routes in his game on Thursday for sure. But I got faith in this kid, bro. And as of right now, I mean, I think I would. You know what? Let me chill.
Nah. You gotta finish it, my boy. You gotta finish
it.
Finish it.
Say it.
I mean, from what I've seen, if I were to rank the rookies right now, like who I'd take for real, like
you taking Will over Bryce?
It would be CJ, AR5 because he's the freak show. Give me baby Elway.
Hey, Rob.
Wow.
Whoa. Bryce Young. Wait. Let me understand. I love Bryce Young. I love
dressed
Bryce
up
Young.
as a fisherman.
I love Bryce Young. I love Bryce Young. But let's be honest, y'all. Will Levis got more upside, gang. He does. He does.
I'm just saying,
the
like,
arm talent.
I'm saying, even though it's one game, maybe that was the game he needed to perform.
Upside is just what he could project. Like, if he can figure it out, his upside's higher than Bryce's. It is. From the physical traits, listen, I wish my boy Trey was up here. Because if Trey was up here, he would be like, if you look at Will Levis's physical traits, the things you can't coach.
Okay, every tall quarterback gonna get picked. What are we talking
Shout out
about?
to Big Brother. He know what he's talking about. The traits are there, bro. The traits are there.
Bro. Will Levis.
He's been
one
game.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what's
hold on. Not just one game, though.
Maybe
it wasn't like one game where he had like 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 4 dimes, downfield dimes.
Atlanta is the best team on the planet. What are we talking about?
Hey, random.
Will Levis.
Bro, wait. Hold on, Bama. Was he throwing them boys open? Like, he was heaving it 80 yards. DB.
I saw DeAndre Hopkins twice behind that defense before the ball got there.
Wide open.
I mean, just listen.
Only person missing that throw is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Fact. Oh, wow. Go ahead, early. They hating on baby Elway, man.
So I just feel like, as a guy who watches all of the Panthers games,
Loki giving me Andrew Luck flashes for
real.
Let's stop it.
One game.
Put some respect on
one game. But I've watched 8 Bryce Young get with 7 Bryce Young games, and he hasn't given me one of those games. So I'm taking Will Levis.
Oh my God! Once again, whose situation is
random.
better?
It's interesting to me that you're like so hesitant when you had Brock Purdy top 10 off of 12
Okay,
games,
once again, why did I have Brock Purdy? No. Why did I have Brock Purdy top 10? Why did I have Brock Purdy top 10? Because I don't know.
Man.
Maybe he played almost 1,000% more games than Will Levis. Maybe that's why. One game. And you guys are glazing the hell out of him.
Who's we?
Who's we?
Hey, man, we're just
all I can say about Will Levis compared to Brock Purdy is Will Levis gave me 4 touchdowns. Give me 4 touchdowns with his team that don't have the Ayuks, the Debos, the Trent Williams, the C-Max, and all of that. And all I was getting from Purdy was 200 yards, 1 or 2 touchdowns, a few handoff touchdowns. I got way more juice.
Will Levis,
I got way more juice out of the debut of Will Levis.
Mid-team. Will Levis with no film playing a mid-team.
Bro, they beat the Falcons. Do you know how good that defense is? That defense is mid.
Come on now.
Did they lose their DT that game?
We are not doing that.
AJ Terrell,
one game.
One game. Here's a good team, and the Falcons aren't a good team.
They're their best pass rusher, like tore they
game.
The only thing holding the Falcons back is Desmond Ridder.
One game.
Facts.
That's my answer. That's my retort back. One game. Maybe wait 3. Maybe wait till 1 week where an NFL team actually has NFL film to study against Will Levis before you start calling him baby Elway.
Same way they got film on Purdy. I guess I should wait.
Yeah,
Same way
no. They actually have NFL film on Purdy.
He said no.
What are we talking about?
I'm being unfair. Go ahead, early.
Mac, talking
I'm being unfair. Disingenuous.
DeAndre Hopkins has played 8 games, and he only has 3 touchdowns. When did he get those 3 touchdowns? This past week with Will Levis.
I will say this random. A lot of this energy too is because like before you started coming on the show, like having you on as a regular, I was high on DeAndre Hopkins, and I didn't realize how much pushback people was giving him. Like random, they was saying,
Hopkins pushback.
Bro, they was first of all Trey, and I love Trey.
He said Jalen Waddle was better than D-Hop.
He said Jalen Waddle was better. He said D-Hop couldn't run no more. He said D-Hop can't run no more.
Yeah, and he also said Michael Irvin over AB. So what are we talking about?
Excuse me.
Nah, he was
in the
chat.
Maybe
I
off
hope
the field.
he better.
Then we was in the
Grant.
chat
Maybe off the field, I'll take Michael Irvin over AB.
So
Michael Irvin was a
the
dog.
fact that Will Levis was out there resurrecting my guy D-Hop like he was supposed to.
Trent, off the field.
I was like,
relax.
Yeah, D-Hop is still one of them guys. He just needed the quarterback.
Yo, you on that stuff AB on random? You just say you taking Michael Irvin over AB?
Off the field.
You see this man
Off the field too.
Off the
Bro,
field.
you see,
on the
you
field,
see.
AB clears. What are we talking about?
Okay, cool.
No, off the not clears with Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin.
Let's not act like off the field. Let's not act like come on, bro.
I'm not saying hey. I'm not saying Michael Irvin off the field was lily white, but he was better than AB. That's all I'm saying. Also, salute to Michael Irvin beating that allegation from Super Bowl weekend, by the way.
I'm just clear. This AB right. Oh shit. This AB right now. Look at this man.
What are we
I ain't gonna lie, that was mad athletic though. That was mad athletic though.
I would pay 84 grand to see that head scan, to see that face scan.
That was mad athletic.
Not gonna lie, this is where.
Let me. What's the next on the agenda for the NFL? Will Levis talk. Okay. Final thoughts on. Final thoughts on what's my guy's name on the Browns. Are people off Deshaun Watson, or do we still have faith?
I don't.
I'm like on the ledge. I got like I'm like hanging off the ledge with my fingers, but I'm slipping. I'm
trying to hold out hope, but this is probably gonna go down as like the biggest bust that the Browns could have made, because I remember when my father told me about when the Saints basically gave up all their draft picks for Ricky Jackson, and then that blew up in our face. This is probably worse, because considering how much money you guaranteed Deshaun to play, and the fact that he barely has even played to that at all, and to the level that we see, I'm trying to hold out hope for the fact that he'll make a turnaround. But the way that I've been watching him play, it's just getting worse. And I think the Browns have now put themselves in another rut where they kind of, not gonna lie, they kind of screwed over Baker, and they tried to put their faith in Deshaun Watson, which I think was dumb as well. And now they're in the situation where they're going to probably have this as one of the biggest busts that they could have made. Because looking at the money they paid for him, like, you paid this man almost over $200 million, and he's out there playing like this.
Like, yeah, Deshaun Watson definitely looks bad. I agree. My thing is, this is a team, This is a team that needs to trade up and go get themselves a quarterback, because Deshaun Watson is cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching this guy, PJ Walker, doing everything he's doing to keep this team alive is respect to him, bro. And the fact that the Browns are a elite rushing team without Nick Chubb, crazy. Kevin Stefanski, genius. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it with Wash, Kareem Hunt, and Jerome Ford. Hey, man, shout out to you. The defense is elite. We already knew this. Miles Garrett, there's a award and all that stuff. They need a quarterback. The Browns, first pick, whatever they get, maybe even need to trade up. They got to get.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, this is like this is also.
Let Random go. He got his hand.
So this is the thing. Riddell, under normal circumstances, I would agree with you, but Watson is getting so much money. It's like, not even funny. The dead cap alone would cripple.
I'm not saying get rid of Deshaun. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but my thing is, even when we first started talking about Deshaun for at the start of the season, that year long hiatus was tough for him.
It was like 2
years. With everything that was going on, plus he had to sit
really
out.
Damn near 2 years. Really damn near
2 years of not playing NFL football, and it's like, bro, like. We having questions about you as a leader, like why the fact that he passed concussion protocol against the Colts, and Stefanski was like, I'd rather just keep letting it ride with PJ Walker, to the point like this is just bad. The Browns are a very good team. That defense, J-Rob, is nasty. Myles Garrett out here changing games by himself.
I agree.
And you can't.
It ain't the Jets.
All right, bro. Don't. All right, we didn't need that, but like the fact that Deshaun Watson has them by the throat right now. They can't do nothing. They can't literally do anything at all. There's so much money that, and then by the time Deshaun's contract's done, like I don't know. I don't know,
me
man.
Personally,
nasty
for me personally, I'm still all in on Deshaun Watson, bro. If I'm the Browns, I'm all in on this investment. There's no way. I'm sorry. There's just no way in hell you brought in Deshaun Watson with his situation being almost 2 years away removed from playing football with this idea that he will come back and be MVP level Deshaun Watson in his first year back. I just find that so disingenuous by the organization to believe this man has to get his feet wet, the speed of the game, everything like that. Also, he's been hurt this year. Some people trying to argue whether he's hurt or not. I personally don't think they would be arguing if he was hurt or not if it wasn't for what his situation was. I think there's obviously still some bad blood because of what happened in his situation. Obviously, I'm not gonna call him anything because obviously the way the thing set it up, there's allegations. There's nothing was ever 100% proven. So I'm not gonna, put any one thing, but I do think there is a precedent about who he is and his character, and I think that is why you see like the Brady Quinns of the world making some of the commentary about him as a player, which really seemed more personal than anything. But if it's me, man, if I'm the GM, I'm sorry. I'm with Random. I put the bag on this kid. I gave the bag up. So if I get a bag up, hey, it's like we just got married, baby. We're going to have to make it work through sicker, through richer and poor, good and bad, through sickness and in health, for richer or poor, for bad or for worse. We locked in right now. And right now it's worse, but they still got all the tools to be better, and don't sleep on what they could be in that back half of the year when he gets healthy. They still smuggling out games with PJ Walker. Go ahead, Grant.
Now, I can agree with you in that sense, but I can't, because the way I'm looking at it, this Deshaun Watson deal is probably in the running for worst NFL trade in the last 25 years. Because we have to also keep in mind, this includes when this list I'm thinking of, it includes when the Saints traded their entire raw 99 draft for Ricky
Williams.
Ricky Williams, thank you, not Ricky. Why did I say Ricky?
I mean,
Ricky
I would have gave up everything for Ricky Williams.
Yeah, but he started and finished 39% of his games right now, and that's 9 games total since the start of last year. And even worse, those 9 are really ugly. I think he finished 2022 with like a 58% completion rate. They missed the playoffs, and the excuse is, oh, he's rusty. So what's the kind of excuse now? His 26th ranked passer rating is below guys like Joshua Dobbs and Baker Mayfield. The Browns traded away 3 firsts and bailed on Baker just for Baker to show them up. And now his latest move is not playing despite being medically cleared. It may not seem like a huge story, but he's playing to see why play hurts. Why does their play hurt when the checks cash in? That's the thing I'm noticing. If he does suit back up, the Browns have too much money tied up to sit him down when he stinks. And not only are the Browns in cap hell for the next 4 years, their draft future is gutted because the Deshaun trade is an all-time ugly. I'm sorry. I can understand.
But it's not all-time. But it's not going to be all-time ugly. But you won't be able to. But this is my thing. The problem why I can't say this is the worst trade of all time, and I have to push back on that, is because, Grant, if they go to the playoffs next year or go to the AFC Championship next year, let's say next year they go to the AFC Championship or the year after they win the Super Bowl, then it will all have been worth it.
Okay, yeah, and I agree. But the way I've been watching him play these past few games, and the fact that he hasn't been playing and stuff.
How fast did you think Deshaun Watson would be his old self this season?
I think it's unrealistic to say he would have been.
I didn't think he was going to be his old self again after everything that's been going on with him.
We need to see you not making either some terrible mistakes or like the fact, like Riddell said it. PJ Walker, he's doing his best, man. He's doing his best.
But bro, they're not even in a bad situation. Random. They only have 3 losses on the year. They play the Ravens. They play the Cardinals next. Let's stay scheduled. Just real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But they got the Cardinals next. They're definitely going to win that football game.
Yep.
They play the Ravens, which they'll probably lose that game because they play in Baltimore. But the rest of the way, it is the Steelers, the Broncos, the Rams, the Jaguars, Bears, which I think this Jaguars game, December 10th, will finally really tell us what type of team this football team is with Deshaun Watson. They got the Bears, Texans, Jets, and Bengals on the back end. Like, everything the Browns want this season alone is still very much in front of them. And so I feel all of this can change. All of this could immediately change if Deshaun Watson, let's just say from the moment he comes back on, they start winning football games. it would completely change this narrative as the worst trade of all time.
And the thing,
I understand.
Random, let me say this last thing, and then I'll let you go. My thing is, I don't want to give up on him yet because I feel like, yes, while I agree with you, they can perform. The way I'm watching him go down this path, it's looking like it's going to be worse for the Browns because of what they sacrificed to get him and what they did to get Deshaun on this team. Because think about it. I liked when Baker Mayfield and Nick Chubb were on the Browns. I was rooting for the Browns, even when they were playing horrible. But the Browns honestly deserve everything they got out of this Watson deal. This man shouldn't be playing right now. I think this is the worst thing that you offered him $200+ million, and you let this check cash, and now you're seeing him play bad. And I think that's also a different thing we could get into in another episode. It's every time I see these checks cash in the NFL, quarterbacks are playing like crap. But I digress. But
all right, so mind you, the expectations that we have also come with a contract. The fact that they let
I ain't gonna lie, they roast you right now.
Sexy Red is crazy.
Struggle Beckham, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm crying a little bit in my glasses right now.
Early, you're muted, buddy.
Hold on, real quick.
Nah,
why
Chad got me crying.
Nah,
Chad is in.
Hear me now?
Chad is in all-time form right now, bro.
bro.
Chad is in all-time form right now, bro.
Yeah.
I hear me.
Yeah, we hear
go
you. It's good to hear your beautiful voice. Pause.
Hilarious. That polo bear was funny, but nah, I want to have a serious conversation too, man.
Nah,
like,
Chad been hilarious today.
I know I play it. We do like the Uncle Ruckus shit every now and then, be funny, but like I feel like the conversation to be had, the fact that somebody like Ryan Tannehill can be in the league for 10 years as a starting quarterback, but we can't give Deshaun Watson one more year to just like do a full year. Like I feel like we do that all the time, especially the black quarterbacks. I'm just being honest, man.
And here's the thing:
that's not what the problem is with this.
I'm not saying
we're not doing that. We're not
that are white that we let play for years and years, and they play like dog crap. But yet,
Early, add some context to that.
My problem isn't like I'm not trying to put this with Deshaun.
Let me do this. Let me do this. Go ahead. Early, the reason why early.
Go on that tirade, though. Hold on, Randall. Before you go on that rant, though.
He ain't wrong though about a lot of bums being in the league forever.
I got you. I definitely understand that.
He got healthy checks.
Yeah, he ran. I will say. Early ain't wrong about a lot of bum quarterbacks.
I am not saying Early is wrong. I am not saying Early is wrong here. I am not.
Healthy.
God's been stealing a lot of NFL money to be whacked.
I understand
that. About a guy who's been out of the league for 2 years because
it was his fault. It was his fault. It was his fault, was it not?
No, okay, Random. We understand. All we saying is that let him
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let's make sure we say allegedly.
Okay,
guaranteed. At least get him at 3 years before you say let's scrap him. That's what I'm saying.
No, we're not going to do that when you got the greatest contract in NFL history. You can talk whatever you want about Ryan Tannehill. He's not getting paid. He's not getting paid like the highest quarterback in the league. Okay, those contracts come with expectations. The Browns don't do that. No, Early, you're gonna listen.
All I'm saying is, if you're paying that dude $200 million, you better play like
the Browns are not in a bad spot. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that.
We're not saying that, though, J-Rob. We're not saying that. The problem is right now, if you're looking at what we have right now, you already said. J-Rob, you already said next year. So this year, what? It's another wasted year. They've already spent.
They go into the playoffs probably.
Oh, we don't know yet. All right, we don't know. We don't know. When is Deshaun Watson coming back? Is TJ
their last game?
So you're telling me okay, so this is what we're saying. So Deshaun Watson doesn't play the rest of the year. PJ Walker's taking them to the playoffs.
Bro, their division is probably getting 3 teams in the playoffs, bro.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
Brandon, I don't know what you do for a living, but as a man who has been an entrepreneur for the last 8 years of his life, cashing 1099s, you will know in business when you spend that type of money, you can't just throw it all away.
Nobody. Okay, first of all,
you actually have to give.
No. Now you're misrepresenting me, Early. When did I ever say Early? When did I ever say that they should cut Deshaun Watson? Go look back at the tape and find a spot where I said that. No,
I didn't say
right now the investment looks bad. And they can't get out of it.
No, but what is an investment though? But hold on, why do you make an investment? You could sometimes expect to take a.
Right away.
And I understand that
you gotta expect it might be one of the.
Look,
how many years they took him? Was it a 5-year deal? Was it a 5-year
This is professional football. It's what have you done for me lately? And what has Deshaun Watson done for you? What has he done for you?
I agree. Hold on. I agree. I don't discredit that. But last year, I'm not counting no games he played last season.
I'm not counting that one.
You can only count this year, right? You only count this year.
And this is a Super Bowl ready team.
This
is a Super Bowl ready team.
It is a Super Bowl ready team. I don't disagree with that at all. I don't disagree with that at all, my brother, at all. But I will say this in his defense, the last game we saw this brother play a full game for real, was the Tennessee Titans game. Was the Tennessee Titans game where he actually looked like himself. 33 attempts, completed 27, 81% completions, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 123, 80% QBR, pass rate of 123. Like he was starting to find his rhythm, bro. Like the Bengals game the Bengals game, they won and he didn't play great. The Pittsburgh game, they lost. They shouldn't have lost that game. Put a lot of blame on him for not playing exceptional. The Tennessee game, he looked like he got his rhythm. He got hurt at Indy. I understand what you're saying about what he was doing
before that. He looked bad before that. He was throwing picks that defenders were dropping in the Colts game before he got hurt. He looked bad.
He only threw the ball 5 times.
You are telling me
I'm not going to bank. If he didn't have a full game to play, I'm not going to get off the first 5 attempts of the game. He looked bad. All I'm saying is the last complete football game he played in was at Tennessee, and it looked like he started to hit his stride. And all I'm saying to you and Grant is, I don't disagree that he should have expectations of success. But I very much so agree with early in the idea that this investment, there's no way the Browns made this investment thinking that this was going to be the first year he's back.
Investment,
this might be what I'm telling you is by 2025, 2026, those 2 seasons specifically, the 2024, 2025, 2026 season, those 2 years, I'm almost willing to bet $1,000 that Deshaun Watson will look like Deshaun Watson in them 2 seasons, bro.
And if he does, I'll come back on.
In NFL to look that far when you're paying the man the richest.
They paying a lot. No, I don't want to hear that. They paying a lot of quarterbacks to have the luxury not to do nothing, bro.
And I'm saying, if he does come out,
that don't just apply to Deshaun.
The best.
That don't just
bro. The best never gets paid the most in the NFL.
But he's getting paid. He's up there. He's up.
I mean, when Brady was the best,
how about this? How y'all use that speculation to think that he did it? I could use this speculation right here. How about the Browns paying him because it might be a long-term investment? But
that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
And I agree.
But they paying him for that BS he had to go through in Houston, knowing that he didn't do it. Maybe that's what they probably doing. Here goes some money, bro. Get your mind back right, bro. Here go a couple years.
That doesn't mean you pay him the richest contract in professional football.
If you're the Browns organization,
you don't need to do that.
If you're the Browns organization, what else?
But that comes with expectation. That comes with expectation. If you're paying me $45, if you're paying me the highest annual salary for a quarterback, I'm expect top level production.
Vidal, I'm sorry, but that was funny. It was funny, Vidal. That shit was funny, bro.
Crazy, bro. They said this. Y'all need to learn how to spell.
Yo, Chad is in rare form today.
I'm just saying, and if that does become the case, I will come on the stream and take back my words. But I feel like right now,
I'm wrong as well.
The way it's looking, it's not looking good.
The worst trade. Y'all saying it's the worst trade.
I said it's looking like it. I said it's looking. I never said it was. I said it's looking like it.
Okay, you're saying it's looking like the worst trade in history. After the worst season, after the first season, his first real season back. And they're still probably going to the playoffs.
Then that's not. Then it's by
default. Like how bad? Like, bro, y'all want him to be the MVP of the league?
How many years is the contract?
I'm not gonna lie.
When you're paying him top level quarterback money, you expect top level production.
So unrealistic to me because the man hadn't played football in 2 years.
Yes.
Then why would you pay him?
Then why did you pay him that much money?
Honestly,
why do they pay Manning with a broke neck to play football? His neck destroyed. Can't throw the ball 10 to 20 yards down the field. They still paid him top dollar. You
Once
paid
again,
for what you thought you could get from him. Stop doing that.
The MVP of the
Stop
league.
it, bro.
When he was
like
in
you
Houston,
acting
he
like
was arguing
like
the
you
second
don't
best quarterback
understand
in the
that
league.
this was not going to be a 1-year turnaround, bro.
Nobody
you can
was
keep talking to me
saying
about
that, but we're not getting.
I keep talking to me about the money. I get the money. The money don't lose me. I get the money. But what I'm saying, he has 4 more seasons, and if they go to the AFC Championship, win a Super Bowl in the next 4 years, the money gonna have been worth it.
Can I say this?
Y'all projected so soon off one season, and they still gonna go to the playoffs this year.
If you do your research, random, they wasn't the only team that was trying to get Deshaun Watson.
I never said that either.
Atlanta was trying to pay him.
He was going to Atlanta. He was going.
I never said that. I never said. Once again, I never said that either. Anybody in that moment, if you had a chance to get him, I understand why getting him. I'm not saying that was wrong, but y'all acting like I can't have expectations because we're paying him the highest quarterback salary in the league. What I've seen so far, am I not? Hold on, J-Rock. I'm just going to ask one last simple question. From what I've seen, am I wrong to be concerned? Am I wrong to be concerned about what I've seen?
And you don't do it.
If you don't shut your fucking mouth, right now, Ernie, I don't swear to God, comb your goddamn beard, take your goddamn granddaddy's jacket off, get the fuck out of my face.
Bad outfit.
Done right now.
Like they're better.
Hey, yo.
Guideline. Yo, Early, you be heating people up. Early, what you be doing? Everybody trying to cuss you out.
Hey, man. Everybody had a good time when Early was told to shut the fuck up. I'm getting payback.
Oh my god, bro.
That is comedy.
Yo,
he made Blood rage quit. Oh shoot.
Hey man. See, we out here just like how the panel be going crazy. We be going crazy here too. You know what I'm saying? So, make sure y'all like the video, tell your friends.
Yeah, this is
all that stuff, man. We here, bro.
I'm glad I was here.
Early, this is your fault. Your fault.
If you ain't Player's Choice the best. I don't care. Y'all ain't getting this on ESPN.
Nah, bro, rage quit. Nah, he really rage quit, bro. He began too mad, bro. He began too mad, bro.
Some of your favorite comedians want to fight me. I does this.
Nah, bro, he get too mad, bro.
I'd love to see him and Dave Chappelle in the
I can't be mad. I can't be mad at random. I would have wanted to fight you too, bro.
Hey, Bama, do you want to close us on the Deshaun Watson?
But I gotta admit, man, like Brandon be doing like, bro, stop drawing it out, bro. You saying the same thing over and over again, dog. We saying one thing, dog. We not about to go against that. Like, we saying one thing. We understand the expectations, but get a nigga some time.
We understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we understand the expectations, but they still might be. They still gonna probably end up a playoff team with his expectation. Him not playing.
And if they make the playoffs again next year, then of course,
come on, bro. It's his first year back. Like,
what did you expect the Browns to get? What did you expect the Browns to do?
And Lonnie, you know what people? And Lonnie.
My goal was to at least expect them to at least make the playoffs. That was where I was expecting.
They're going to make the playoffs.
And I think they are.
Do you think they would be better with Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, Baker's balling right now. They did Baker dirty.
I'm gonna tell you why there's no way. Because if that was the case, he'd still be there.
He would still be there. No, they did him dirty.
Nah, that locker room was shot, bro. Ever since
they was good off him, bro. They knew what he really was. They was good off him. But bro, all I'm saying with the Deshaun Watson thing,
about the fact that Baker
and Lonnie, you know what else people don't want
to their record right now with Baker Mayfield.
What would be their record? Can I say one thing too that Grant, you and Randall didn't want to mention? The year he didn't play, he made $1 million, bro. His first year, it was $1 million hit to the salary cap. So, now they're really paying for him. Now they are.
So now they are truly. Right now, what is the Browns' record right now with Baker?
4-3, bro. Look at the schedule, Lonnie. Please look at their schedule.
They're tied with the Steelers and the
Tied with a bunch of
and they're gonna be.
So what would they be with
Steelers.
Baker Mayfield? Would they be 5-2,
Let's
6-1?
Let's look at it real quick. Let's look at it.
I mean, I think they could
Guys.
probably be the same record right now, the way they are right now.
No.
I think they could.
The Browns.
Just give
I
them
feel like-
time, baby. Give them some time,
No.
baby.
Okay, here's the
Baker
thing.
with the Browns are beating the
Yo,
Steelers.
wait, yo,
Week
Grant.
2,
Let's
they're
look
beating
back
the
at this
Steelers.
conversation. Let's look back on this conversation. December 10th, December 7th, when they play
right.
when they play the Jaguars. When they play the Jaguars, let's look back on this conversation, please. Can we just wait? I think can we just wait? I just want us to wait. I just want us to just wait on this one. This the one that I'm like, let's wait. And before y'all say like, why you want to defend Deshaun Watson? That's weird, J-Rob. Stop it. The only reason I'm saying let's wait is because the speed of the NFL is different, bro. And because the speed of the NFL is different.
He was in Houston. He was like
you had
arguably
2
the
years
second.
out,
He was
bro.
arguably top 3 quarterback in the league. He was doing
Yeah,
he was throwing to nobody, but still giving like 4K yards.
Let's just chill out, guys. Yeah, let's chill out. Let's just chill out. But
no,
guys,
I'm talking about the last year. Hopkins was in Arizona.
Yeah, but with that being said, y'all, that's our time. I love y'all. This show was very funny. Happy Halloween. Make sure y'all have a safe Halloween. If you're going to a party tonight or whatever, have a safe party. Make sure you get home safe. Grant, I know you in college, so make sure you don't wild out too much.
No promises.
Make sure you stay safe. Don't get white boy wasted tonight, Grant. Be safe.
I don't know. I'm already.
And you just told us. And you just told us. And you just told us you 6'4", so you too tall to be all extra.
Right,
you know, you too great.
Yeah.
6'4".
Oh, no, one second.
You the slankiest 6'4".
Oh, he taller than me. I'm high. He taller than me. I'm 6'3", but Grant actually taller than me. He legitimately taller than me. Yeah, Grant, you too tall. Grant, you too tall to be acting too drunk. You know when them tall dudes be drunk, they be knocking you over and all that, Grant. You can't.
That has to be racist.
That has to be racist.
Well, with that being said, we love you, chat. We will see y'all tomorrow on the press box. Go ahead, Lonnie.
J-Rob, I was saying if they want to like ask if they want to ask Random why he rage quit, like tonight at 9, me, J-Rob.
Oh, actually, I got one better for you, brother. Should I present to them?
You can present it.
So now he turned on the white boy charm.
Me, Riddell, and Lonnie have an announcement to make. Do you guys want to set the tone? Y'all want to start? Y'all want to reveal what's going on?
Go ahead. You already talking.
Yeah, man.
All right, yeah. So the boys at PC Anime decided that we needed to come together with our anime brains and start our own little dynamic. Is there 5 of us?
Yeah, Tyler did too.
So what is it called? A 5-man group? Quint. I don't know. I don't know. Quintuplets. But the anime heads decided to get together to put together some elite content for you guys. We're calling ourselves the Black Sensei Societies to play on the BSS. If you've ever been to a university, a predominantly white university, most of them have a black student. What's it called?
Black Student Society.
Black students. I can't think of what's BSS. Is it Black Students Association? Something like that. But anyway, let me share this joint.
It's BSA, and what we have over here is it's Black Student Association. Or
let me share that. Screen.
Fellas.
Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Ty for Ty for making us come to life. So this is our.
Your hair?
Yeah, my hair's red.
Oh, they got the ooh.
So we really got the logos. If you could tell everybody here, if y'all can see the cursor, I don't know if y'all see my cursor. This is tough. So the do-rag, that's Ty.
Is that
me?
Random?
J-Rob is in the center. Random is right here with the afro top right. Lonnie is right here in the front. And my boy Riddell is right behind me. You feel me? So that's the squad. This our logo. Episode 1.
Hey,
y'all see the PlayStation 1 logo. You know, we selling out them tapes. We selling them tapes like hotcakes, man. So make sure y'all pull up to the Black. Whose channel are we going to be on? Can we put a link? Is there a link we could throw in the chat?
Yeah, it got its own channel now.
It's going to be on PC?
Nah.
It's not gonna be on
Send
PC.
a link. Go subscribe ASAP. If you really rock with us, go subscribe.
Hey, that's hard. Hey, send it to me in Discord, please.
Yeah, I got you. If you got the link, when y'all put the link in the chat, we gotta definitely put the link.
That is the best outfit Brandon has ever worn.
Go sub, please.
Yo, you need to stop. You need to stop.
Yo, wow.
Yo, and anybody, hey, one other thing. If you're in, make sure y'all go sub right now. Please go sub to the Black Sensei Society. Shout out to the BSS. Go sub ASAP. ASAP, go sub. First episode tonight at 9:00. We're doing our best Deuteragonist edition. I'm pushing heavy Bakugo agendas.
I'm gonna pop in just to tell Random I love him.
Hopefully, Random will pay me my $100. Trent, I hope I get my money.
Pay me my $100.
We don't got guidelines on this channel too, so we
yeah. There's no guidelines.
We're gonna be out of pocket tonight.
I'm out of pocket.
No smoke.
Make sure y'all come through. And if you're in the by any means Discord, make sure y'all go sub. Y'all already know what that is. Make sure y'all go sub and join the Black Sensei side. With that being said, though, we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
Scary.